Hello. Goodbye. Sorry, not you. Oh, I need to make the time to redo my computer.
Rebuild it or just
No, I
fix
gotta
stuff on it?
yeah, no, I gotta reformat, reinstall the 9, and I really should just take the time to even get everything cleaned up before. All right, Dr. Cobra, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm excited for some finals action.
Absolutely. So we get the semifinals for Chelch and Fiant. And the Kyojin and Daniela, two separate sets of good matches.
You have a favorite to win?
Honestly, I like everybody. The Kyojin's a beast. Fiant's awesome. Daniela's a buddy of mine at this point, too. Kyojin's just like a legend. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for following the Kyojin.
I wonder if it might help Fiant at all that he only has to prepare for a single matchup today.
Yeah, Fiant, these guys are funny in chat. Okay. We got the first map. It looks like we're gonna be casting Fiant versus Chelch first. And
They're arguing over the color pink, by the way.
yeah, it's hilarious. The players are arguing over the color pink. Here we go, red and blue. I like it.
If I can't have pink, no one can have pink. Red and blue, baby.
So the memes of the tournament are gonna be the in-between music. Everything's gonna be the Guile theme in different sides. Oh.
We're getting right into it. I like this. Nice. On time. Everybody's ready. It's like a professional gig we got going on here.
Absolutely. But I didn't realize I was the host. It's like, oh. Oops. Almost. I had a little glitch. I have to do something between games. Alright, so I'm going to put it on your view.
All right. Spawning down here in the bottom right corner for the first game. We do have our red Zerg playing for Alpha X. He is Fiant.
And in the upper left, we have the legendary Drunken Outlaw himself, Mr. Chelch. And how you doing, Denny Vix in chat? And Gator. And the Kyojin, thanks again for the follow. Good luck today.
Already in here.
You got a party started already. All right.
So mildly surprised that this map wasn't banned, because I feel like this is probably the best PvZ map in like recent memory. It's so hard to really kill a Protoss on 3 bases here, so
oh yeah,
see if Fiant has something planned.
It's a very good defenders map for Protoss, but at the same time, like, I don't know, the Romanticide's still a pretty decent sized map, so I feel like Zerg can spread some good creep and stuff at least in this. And you do have I mean, the minerals definitely don't help in the at the third. You know what I mean? The mineral outcrop there.
A little bit of BM already. Look at the thumbs down spray at the natural.
Oh, the match already starts with some BM. And
Calling
it
his
looks
shot.
like... Okay, the probe's being annoying, trying to deny some mining time. Okay, maybe not. Okay, yeah, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. He can't make up his mind. Okay, there it is. But Fion's not having it. He's like, get out of here, dude.
Looks like so far both players feel like playing a macro game in game one.
Actually, all the players, you know, truthfully, who's made it to the playoffs this season is, now that we're in the semifinals, I kind of like everybody. Chelch is a great player, too. And, I mean, the Drunken Outlaws, man. Even just seeing them in there. Absolute legends.
I do feel like you're always seeing the Drunken Outlaws at the end of tournaments. They've been pretty consistent, just as a clan.
Yeah, it's kind of funny going through this stuff now, like, with the exception of Hold It and Benjadeth. It's funny being in Legion Cup and then seeing, like, in Team Legion, like, our only strongest spot is the Diamond League the area.
Yeah.
Because, like, it seems like our Masters players just get wrecked and never... No, that's not true. They were doing pretty good in Nova X for a bit there. But, you know, in Legion Cup, they just got... Whoever was in got a little bodied.
Yeah, there's so many good players. Every time I play in anything Legion Cup, I get bodied, so... I can't say anything.
Alright, so we have predictions in chat. And a Stargate opener, which is scouted.
Yeah, good job getting those links in. He scouts the Stargate, scouts that it's Void Ray first.
Yep.
And he doesn't have to lose an Overlord for it, so...
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that was totally intended by Chelch, but at the same time. So I wonder with 3 Adept opener... Okay, he's going for his natural. This could be a lot of things. But realistically... Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, after the single Void Ray, you can really, like, every build is still open to you after a single Void Ray, so...
Yeah, as long as you're in a standard game, you can... That was like a pretty early third, though. He was just a smidge early for Protoss. Chelch definitely was feeling a little greedy.
He did delay his second gateway until after the third Nexus, which I think is a little non-standard.
Yeah.
But, getting that Nexus out
3
very
Adepts
early.
out, so 3 Adepts are some pretty decent defense with a Void Ray at this point.
Yeah, it's not like he would have died, but he did let those 2 lings in because he didn't have the wall, so that's, I guess, the trade-off.
We got an Oracle follow-up. And another Oracle follow-up.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna have three Oracles. We need 4 Oracles. Come on. Somebody in this tournament needs to have the 4 Oracle. I don't care if it's PvP. Chat wants 4 Oracles. Am I right, chat? Wow, oops. Nobody bet on Fiat in the predictions. I'm reading the chat, right?
Nobody.
Yeah.
He does have the MMR advantage right now. About 250 MMR advantage. Even
though I trust absolutely everybody, I did this kind of for our benefit. I did change the stream delay today, but I'm not divulging the number that's at. It's definitely well within grounds, but... Oh, sorry. I just actually...
It looks like Chelch's going to be coming in here with the little double-pronged harassment. Probably Oracles into the second while these Adepts shade
like
into
this.
The third.
4 Adepts and 2 Oracles could get some work done. For sure. For sure. Hey, Shadow, how you doing? Alright.
Able to get down 4 drones there pretty quickly. He's going to trade out okay with these lings. He managed to find himself in a little nook in these minerals here, so...
Yeah. I mean, these depths aren't really getting much work. Can't really do much with the Oracles, though. Like, alright, so realistically, the losses... Definitely decent trades, and considering 5 of the 5 workers went down in that harass, it's pretty good. We got Storm and +1. Storm just starting research +1 ground weapons, and we are at 7 gates and well, 7 in production total. He's got 4 down now, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, quite a few roaches now being made for Fiant. I want to say those are probably just safety roaches. I don't think this is going to turn into a Ravager all in or anything like that.
No, he's got melee 1. I like this. Melee 1 and what is it? Glial reconstitution.
Mm-hmm.
Just finishing up. Yeah, guys, please contribute to the tournament. There's still codes left. If you can type in !Matcherino Magnus, type that. You can just redeem the code by clicking claim code. You don't have to use any coupon code anymore in Matcherino, for those of you that don't know, that are here that have been out of the loop.
I think I changed my mind there. Fiant just made 10 overlords, and he still doesn't have any lair tech.
Yeah.
So I think this
Ooh,
might...
He's going... Yeah, he's going for Banes. I think this is going to be a Ravager Baneling.
Yeah.
Speedling all in. Or not all in, but it's his tech choice.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to kill the 4th at least. Chelch is going to have Storm already, so that is...
Oh, God.
If he gets good storms on the Banelings, I think this can pretty quickly turn into a hold, but... we'll see.
Yeah.
Clearing out the rocks, I do like that. That just makes it a lot easier to get flanks and things on any attacking force.
And he got rid of some of the rev tag. There's only 1 queen rev now, but these oracles are just out on the map constantly getting vision.
Yep.
Running out of energy, though. But they've been doing their work. Oh, okay. See, here it is. Centrifugal hooks is about 75% done. We have +2 melee attack for Zerg. No, interesting, though. There's no range. So I think he's relying on corrosive biles, banelings, and just those lings that chew through things, hoping that he's going to catch units like Immortals. But very standard macro transition for Protoss. We're not, like, this is, like, not like a full Stargate play, but just kind of easing into, you know, basically getting all your tech going up to Stargate, so...
Yeah, we got to watch out for this stasis ward in the front here. It could be huge. Well, that's a pretty good one.
It's not too bad. Oh my god. Oh, the Banelings going into the 3rd. Honestly?
Yeah, good pull there.
Good pull.
Only loses 1 or 2 probes.
Double Zealot run by. And an Immortal.
The Immortal run by.
Oh, I think that was a mistake. Oh, saves the Immortal without shield damage. Chelch is playing... I mean, they're both playing pretty well, but Chelch has just been very defensive and at the same time getting working, keeping vision on. My man Fiant has... it's been taking some rough trades here. Oh, 2 Banelings, though. Probably going to do some work on the Zealots.
Yeah, looking at the resources lost, Chelch has actually been far more efficient right now than Fiant.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And the fact that they're basically on the same amount of mining bases, and that
oh god,
Chelch has already got carriers on the way, and Fiant
is just getting into, he's getting his lurker den down just now. No, oh, he's getting his first ranged attack at 10 minutes.
Yeah, this feels very Chelch favored in my opinion at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And how's everybody doing in chat? We're starting to get some people here. Okay. Oh, he almost loses an Oracle, truthfully, if he wasn't paying attention. Realistically, Protoss is not lost all that much. Oh. I say that, and it looks like there's some damage being done in the 3rd.
It was just a few Banelings detonating on a few cannons, which...
took out a couple workers. Imagine Protoss. And chat, the bots are up and running too, or the bots in general.
Yeah, so right now Fiant has to find a way to get into like a full late game army and get ready for these carriers. He is going double spire, getting up into hive, so he's going to start to have the tools to deal with this army. But we're going to see if Chelch lets him get to that kind of full late game comp.
But see, I usually like this army count for Zerg because he's transitioning to double Spire Corruptor Broodlord, probably with some lurkers after when trades start happening. If
Yeah, I mean, I like that. Well, a little bit of fight over here at the third. Looks like there's plenty of static defense. Gonna be able to kill a few of it with those banelings and roaches and things, but yeah, Fiant is gonna have to trade out his supply that he has right now.
I don't think
find a way to do it sort of efficiently.
So yeah, if we look at the units, we have 47 wings and 18 Ravagers. Like 8 Ravagers are good, but he's gonna have to start making some room as it trades out to Sky Toss for Corruptors, and he is getting flyer attacks. He's finishing Carapace for ground. He's getting air Carapace.
He's starting to get those Vipers out, which is always going to be important.
He's changing from, you know, roaches and ants to, you know, mosquitoes and, well, actually, I would just say, like, hornets, you know, our Zerg player. Getting the full
so it looks
bug.
like Chelts is moving out right as Fiant's going to be going into his third, so interesting to see if there's going to be a recall, if we're going to have a little bit of some base trading going on.
Oh,
looks like a recall is the choice.
But he's getting some... all the biles landing, killing some stuff, damaging... That was a good recall, but at the same time, I don't think that was horrible for Fiant, truthfully. He forced the recall. That would have done a lot of damage right there, and we are starting to see 9 Corruptors popping.
Yeah, I just think 9 Corruptors is nice, but he needs like 35 Corruptors.
Oh, yeah.
He's still got all the supply tied up in Ravagers, which just really don't do much in this fight.
Oh, and the
Another
Zealots.
little run
Oh,
by.
my God. That run by is actually getting the work done. But, nice defensive Banes. Oh my God, the battle's going on. Feedbacks. Full energy, high Templars. They're going to land some juicy ass
Oh
storm.
my God, yeah.
Feels Protoss.
Ravager's just getting annihilated here. The Corruptors starting to do okay now that the Interceptor count is getting pretty low, but there are still some high Templars in this army, so...
So one weird thing and kind of cool thing that just happened right there, if you saw it, was a stasis. It looked like a stasis word caught like a ling. So that's out of the way. At least there's one thing, if Fiant finds himself in a good position, pushes out a stasis ward, doesn't just ruin his day.
Yeah.
With a ling counterattack, as you know, as Protoss gets sky heavy. Those ling run bys. Oh, an Oracle going down? Probably not the best choice of an duck, but anything helps. Oh, if he got that high Templar, that would have been beautiful.
You know, this is pretty scary now. We have 7 carriers out on the field. There are 4 more at a time and 3 more Stargates making. Doesn't seem like there's enough Corruptors to fight this right now.
Oh, the Vipers go down.
Vipers go down, yeah.
And that Archon's putting in the work on those Corruptors.
Absolutely.
Very unfortunate. We have +3 melee going down for Zerg, but it looks like GG's call. Sadly, it looks like Fiant was Protossed.
I feel like he spent so much money on that Ravager Bane army and wasn't able to do anything with it.
And
just kind of got stuck tech-wise.
How are you all doing in chat? Mike L2611, Guitar King, Denny's here, the legend. Alpha X Azura into the HB. I'm sorry for anybody I missed. Oh wow, I had some follows before too. Huh. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we're moving on to game 2. This is a best of 5. I got Dr. Cobra with me. He does a lot of casting. If you guys want to give him a follow, Magnet or somebody in chat, if you'd like to shout out Dr. Cobra, it'd be appreciated. And I just got to do this. I'm going to shout you out. Dr.
Thank
Cobra.
you.
It's just Dr. Cobra, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm also going to do an Imagine Protoss from Silent Ghost command.
Imagine Protoss.
Oh. And some of the classic animated GIF ridiculous sounds from Friendos.
Yeah. Overall, I feel like if Fiant wants to play that same style he did in the last game, I think it'll work a lot better on
Imagine
Jagannatha than it
Protoss.
will on Romanticide. Like I was
Yeah,
saying at the beginning, Romanticide's just like the best defensive map for Protoss.
Protoss. All right, we're moving on to game 2 very quickly. All the Protoss and Protoss in that game on a Protoss map. Oh, we do have Observer Plus too. I didn't realize that. All right, so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna move you to number 3. Okay. Hello. I can't move us. All right, I guess you're gonna be number 4. And go. All right, players are ready. And we are moving on to game number 2. Feel free to interrupt me too, Cobra. You know me, I don't shut up. Imagine on this lovely Saturday being inside watching StarCraft.
I can't think of anything better.
Okay.
Spawning down here in the bottom left corner, he's down 1 game, but still got a fighting chance in the series. It is Alpha X's Fiant.
And representing the Drunken Outlaws, we have our blue Protoss who just Protoss Fiant, Mr. Chelch.
So what percentage of games do you think the Drunken Outlaws are actually drunk for?
Not as many as Team Legion. But probably like 50%. Fletch in chat saying, can't believe you guys reverse swept us on Wednesday, Cobra.
It's true, yeah.
And how you doing, Dreamer Toss? Alright, so we
got some
have
12 pool
12
action
pool
this game.
action. I was gonna say I'd like to see something spicy out of Fiant. Because you know he's got a bunch of bag of tricks. 12 pool just being, you know, macro build, but truth be told, I was gonna recommend that my boom friend, my boom friend, not my boomer friend. You know what Boom would say? She's the Protoss.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
expect Chelch to actually really take any significant damage from this. I feel like
No, he's gonna. Oh, he is gonna double gate wall. Standard 12 pool hold.
yep. This is like the standard and safe version.
Yeah. And he does have 2 pylons already, so yeah, he double gas. Oh no, he didn't double gas at least go. He's gonna have enough to, you know, get not too late of a Nexus. But I think he's in a good spot. It should hold. Mistakes can still happen.
Oh yeah, it's definitely possible. I think the main question probably will be, can he take these few gateway units, go across the map, and cause some damage for the Zerg? Delay that third for the Zerg, sort of thing.
Yeah. But look at the work on the Cyber Core. Actually. Oh, a nice round on the Zealot.
Yeah. A little bit late, though.
A little late, but still, the damage has been done. Like, honestly, with the... Depending on the direction he goes, he might be able to do some, he might be able to do some work with this.
Yeah, I actually think that ended up bad for Fiant, because he didn't kill a single Zealot and he lost 8 Lings.
Yeah,
So we're about to
already.
have 5 gateway units coming across the map, which means Fiant's going to have to remake those 8 Lings probably plus a couple more, and that's just less drones that he has.
Yeah, exactly. 2 queens at the natural. Oh my god, he's gonna push out with 4. No, he's gonna keep 1 defensive adept, 2 adepts, and 2 zealots. He's gonna go after a 3rd.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be
Definitely.
Stargate opener like normal. You gotta anticipate that as a Zerg, but like realistically, what would be interesting would be to do a build like 2 base muta or just some 2 base attack, because if this really denies the 3rd, that long, and he cleans this up. Obviously, the Stargate of Phoenix could be devastating, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, not a very clean attack there from Chelch, going straight at 3 queens, immediately loses his zealot, takes away a lot of his pressure.
Yeah, I think, honestly, it could have been more ideal for Fiant, but I think he did get some work in there, though, for a 4-minute third. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And it looks like, at the same time with what's happened, we do have a delayed third for Chelch. Oh, yeah, I don't know if moving those queens out was a good idea, though. I mean, well, the zealot. But he's
got to keep this third. He can't lose it. Oh, it's getting pretty low.
Yep. Yeah, even the adepts are a pain in the ass for our Zerg friend Fiant.
See, if he still had the second zealot, I think he would have got that cancel, by the way.
Yeah. Void Ray killing an Overlord. The tales of PVZ. Or ZVP.
Yeah. And now that the first Void Ray's out, there's a couple adepts out. Chelch is going to go ahead and take his third base.
Yeah.
Got to make sure he doesn't get canceled by these Zerglings coming across the map. But
yeah, by the time he makes it over there, well, I was going to say, Ling speed is about to finish. He's probably going to wait for it to pop. No, he's going to poke in, harass, and hope he can save the Lings. Ling speed's just going to pop in time to save the damaged Ling. Alright.
Yeah, at this point things are looking pretty good again for Chelch. He's basically even in workers, which is a spot you're pretty happy with as a Protoss against a Zerg.
Yeah, unfortunately, if Fiant can't go on any through Lambo play, he's like a minute off from... Well, his Roach Warren went down. Actually, his Roach Warren did go down at a good time.
Yeah.
He doesn't have layer tech, though, so we're not going to see any... I highly doubt we're going to see much German anything play with 3 hatches late. Oh, God, these oracles. Oh! I spoke too soon. We have 4...
Yeah, queens are in position, but still a good job to get three drones and not barely take any hull damage on those oracles.
Absolutely. Okay, those evil, evil rocks. As is the memes. Oh.
Oh.
6. That's. I think it was a little premature to move the queens because we've lost an entire mineral line, basically.
Yeah. That's really stacking up.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, the amount of queens that are out on the field, I think we're just going to straight see a queen push.
Oh, we are. Okay, so never mind. I mean, like, again, it's... You know, I don't hate it, because if you push out before there's a high Void Ray count, we are going Robo Bay on the Protoss side, and an Immortal is going to pop. That could be a little unfortunate for the Roach... Oh, well, it's a Ravager push. Speedlings, Queens. That might not be too bad. This Stasis Ward could be a bit... Oh, my God, I hope he... Oh, come on. Oh, he needed everything, because he needs a surround on the Immortal. But... Yeah. If he can kind of just keep him back, he might be able to save these Lings.
Yeah, a lot of aesthetic defense warping in here, which is going to help with the hold. The first disruptor is started. He needs to chrono boost that as soon as he's got the energy.
Just a misclick on the that last bile, but if he can take down that Cyber Core, that could be helpful. I mean, Certainly. It is a Robo build, though. A Robo transition, this game.
Oh, nice surround here on the Protoss army. Going to be able to hit a couple biles while these units can't move. There is an overcharge being used.
26
not a whole
Lings.
lot of units left. Yeah.
Oh my God, a disruptor! Oh! Unlucky.
Good job transfusing those back up.
So yeah, that was very quick. One queen chiseling away at the Cyber Core, and Pepega is shut down. Battery overcharge not available because it was just used. This is going to do some damage for sure. Oh, the disruptor though. Oh, yeah, damaging 2 queens.
Still only getting a single queen, yeah. I think
and there was
only one queen has
Void
died
Ray.
in this fight. Oh, this is looking really good for Fiant now.
Fiant has turned the tables. I think we're going to lose that Cyber Core to 1 queen, is the funny thing with all this engagement. Oh my God, that Nova though.
Yeah, it does get a good hit there. This third base is going to go down eventually here.
But if you look at it, okay. yeah, Fiat's been macroing behind this amazingly. He has a 4th hatch. He's been droning up. He's getting Glial Reconstitution's going to finish, which is going to help him. He's producing a little more roaches, more queens. And, battery overcharge about to run out.
He didn't kill the third.
He doesn't want to be greedy because of the disruptor. No, don't clump up. Don't clump up. Not like this. Oh, but just 1 queen going down. Okay. He really wants to get that 3rd, but truthfully, I think he can take this.
Yeah, I think he needs to get the 3rd.
He needs to get the disruptor is the biggest thing. Truthfully.
Yeah.
And this cyber core needs to go down.
I feel like he could probably get the cyber and then maybe back off. It's going to be hard to push in much further.
Oh, beautiful pull from the Nova.
Yeah, it looks like he's thinking about backing off.
Yeah, he needs to be careful not to clump up because, I mean, now we got 2 disruptors. Oh, God. Oh, not the road. Oh,
that's a pretty big hit there.
Juicy Nova. But there's another one available, and it's going to hit Queens. Oh, God.
Yeah, I do think he should be trying to target Ravagers a little bit more.
We do have
how many Novas have hit like 4 Queens and not killed any of them this game, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The Roaches and the Ravagers. Queens are not going to make it back home yet. Kind of don't. I mean, he has to be careful with the Novas, but, you know, you got that, like, what, 30-second window between Novas.
Yeah.
I think he could have saved them. But you know what? I think those trades were definitely worth it. That's usually the goal of a Queen Walk, and he did kill the Cyber Core. Sadly, Protoss already basically has the tech path set. I don't believe there's a Twilight... Oh, there is a... Yeah, Protoss already has their tech set, though, so realistically, this is not an error, you know, set army. It's not the tech path of choice. It's your standard safe Stargate opener.
Yeah, at this point, like, Chelch is down, like, 50 army supply and 10 workers. So I don't really know what he can do to try to get back in this game.
And
you'd think maybe try, like, a counter all-in, but there's still too much army for him to do that. I don't think he's ever going to get a 3rd up and running, so...
Oh my God, 2 Zealots go down with the Nova. Not ideal for Protoss.
Pretty sure that was a kill, not a cancel on that 3rd as well.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, this is going to be bad. He's going to get completely surrounded here.
And truthfully, I really don't like the Stalker call with this army from what he's up against. It's Roach Ravagers, but obviously Fiat's been big on producing a lot of Lings. A nice surround with some Vials would be beautiful. Disruptors are not.
Yeah, he's down almost 100 supply now, so I think it's more or less a matter of time until Fiat commits. Now he's going to huge Novas right there, but there is basically a full surround on this army. It's gonna be GG.
We have some good games. All right, so we are now tied, or we're tied 1-1 in this best of 5 in the semifinals.
I feel like if 1 or 2 of those Novas early on goes a little bit differently, then that's a hold. But his first 2 Novas hit like 4 Queens and didn't kill any of them. And
for sure.
The first 2 Novas are like the most important ones, so.
Absolutely. Chat, thank you all for coming here. We finally see, you know, a Zerg going somewhere. Honestly, in NA, tomorrow we have some Zerg too. Again, you know, I really liked how Fiat played that game too. Honestly, truth be told, I think he just took advantage of the situation, and overall, Chelch did play pretty well. He just took some bad choices in what he was hitting with his Novas, like you were saying.
Yeah, I gotta say, Chelch made a huge mistake because he killed drones, which means the Zerg's just going to queen walk you. You know, you never want to kill drones in PvZ because you're going to get all in.
Yeah. I mean, it depends, you know. If you're doing zealot run-bys, I feel that's...
Oh, yeah. I guess that rule only applies for like the first 3.5 minutes of the game.
Now, chat, for anybody here, I am a Protoss player, and Dr. Cobra is not. But regardless, I also do play some Zerg. I play a bit of everything. We just play StarCraft. We're gamers, right?
Yeah.
We're gamers.
I've got a couple of friends who main Zerg that I watch them stream all the time, so you'd think I'd know everything about Zerg as many games. Like, I probably watch more games of them playing Zerg than I play of anything, but still, sometimes it's a mystery to me.
And we are on to game number 3. Just getting in here. Okay, players are ready.
Some very sad Protoss in the chat.
Yeah, I mean,
Queen walk.
I'm just happy to see some good games. And I always trying to be impartial, but just so chat knows, I am a Protoss, so it's trying to be impartial on the look at Protoss. Imagine Zerg.
I feel like if you're a Protoss player in today's meta, you just have to embrace the memes, or like the Tyrion Lannister quote, wear it as armor so people can't use it against you.
Exactly.
Anyways, spawning at the top right corner, he has just tied the series up. Our red Zerg player, it's Alpha X's Fiant.
And in the bottom left, representing the Drunken Outlaws, it's Chelch. Let's see who wins this game. We are getting closer. And yeah, please do use those Matcherino codes. We still have some more. We do have more money coming into the bank toward the end of this.
Yeah, I've got to wonder a little bit, like, if that last game might tilt Chelch a little. Because, there is definitely pressure being live casted in front of a pretty large number of your peers. Feeling like you're pretty far ahead in that game, killing those 12 workers, and then ending up losing, Just got to wonder if that might tilt him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm reading chat too. And there's disagreements on between Gator and Denny. Is a Queen Walk good on Oxide? Denny's like, I mean, a Queen Walk's good. Truth be told, it's always mixed, and some people were, there's a lot of balance whining always, but truthfully, I think as people are playing, and even in semi-higher leagues, if you get your builds tight, like PvZ isn't that unbalanced. It's just, a lot of lower league players find it hard to, it's hard to control the units, and that's fact. Like, what you have to do against it right now in the current state of the game.
In my opinion, for Queen Walk on this map, it's pretty strong if the Zerg takes this triangle and the Protoss takes this straight. Then you've got a relatively short rust distance.
I mean, truthfully, I've seen enough people do like the German taxi and stuff, and it depends. If Fiant, it depends on what we have. We may see Glaive Depths. I mean, Fiant needs the scout. Giddy up is the biggest thing. Thank you for the follow, Iba StarCraft 2. And again, surprise, surprise, it's just the safe Stargate opener.
Yeah.
But both these guys are just great players. All in all. I don't know how much I agree on that third block. Oh, it is canceled.
Yeah. So if I'm Chelch, the fact that Fiant's taking this forward third definitely sets off my Queen Walk, sensor.
Yeah, it should. But realistically, you can do a Queen Walk still with your standard third. It does give you a little bit of a closer distance of walking. But like I said, it depends on what build, too. Is it the German sidewalk?
Yeah.
Like the last game, it seemed like he just kind of adapted into it because of the worker damage. But realistically, he was set up for a lot of things. He was just kind of a good spot. Oh, it's 4-2 is the score? What? Huh?
I'm assuming that's a prediction, but
Oh, the prediction. Hey, if somebody would mind, please start a prediction for game number 3. One or any of my mods. I have a feeling it's just Magneth right now, but I'm sure people are lurking as they always do no matter what I'm streaming.
Hey! Who wants to have
Yeah, Chelch
some
going for the
fun?
same opener that he's gone for every game with that
Yeah.
single Void Ray, then into
And,
probably double Oracle here.
yeah, amp it up. Thank you for the raid. FBI, open up. It's Stargate. Surprise, surprise. Thank you so much, amp it up. If somebody wants to shout him out, thank you for the raid. Okay, really appreciated. Let's take a look here at the Queen production. It's 4:30. We don't see a Roach Warren, so I don't know. I don't 100% think this is gonna be a Queen walk. Is there?
Yeah, he's still making quite a few drones. And he's only making a single Queen right now, so
Because usually you'd see like a 420 Roach Warren and a double gas on the net, if it
Yep.
was like a Lambo build. Forgive me if I know there's other ones, but let's be real here. The Lambo builds.
yeah, I got a lair on the way, so I don't think this is going to be
And
Queen
thank you
walk
for
unless it's a Nidus.
Okay, so we have a double Oracle play. Yeah, I don't think there'd be a Nidus here. Look at how safe Fiat is with his overlords. I mean, they are kind of chilling in the middle, but he can still pull them back, and a Void Ray is not going to be able to do anything there. Okay. What is the game plan out of Fiat? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Chelch seems to be playing the exact same build he played in game 1, where he's going to be following that up probably with Storm Charge +1, couple of Mortals.
Yep.
That worked out for him in game 1, so.
The Oracles do scout the 4th. Interesting location for the 4th, but that's just, that's giving him a nice path for creep spread, I think, too.
Yeah, they're both kind of expanding towards each other in this direction.
More of the same, a pretty standard play for Protoss. We do have ranged attack. This is a late Roach Warren.
Yeah, it does feel pretty late.
This is kind of a greedy build, this game out of Fiat.
Honestly, at this point, I'm not sure why you build a Roach Warren. I would just build Hydrogen instead, right?
And thank you, Volnox, for shouting out amped. Amp it up. Alright, so yeah, Oracle's going back. I mean, Fiat's got a Fiat has a pretty good idea of what Chelch has got going on. He's been poking those lings out, getting some vision, and at the same time, Chelch is going to push in into the 4th. Oh, there's a nice stasis ward right here. Depending on the play, I think he's going to try to go to get some lings, but again, the roaches are just popping. This is actually a nasty timing attack from what was scouted. So a beautiful scout. Chelch, he is going to go in.
It's killing quite a few queens right here. This 4th base is under a lot of pressure, I think. I think it's going to go down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 4th's going to go down. And that stasis ward.
He's had some money stasises in every game, but the Roaches are still coming forward, trying to focus down that Archon. They do get the first Archon, but there's not a whole lot left on the ground for Zerg. More reinforcements coming up those ramps, and those Zerglings will be out of stasis in a little bit, but the damage has already been done, so Chelch's going to retreat.
Oh no, that's a nasty stasis ward. Sadly,
My man Fiat needs some overseers.
You know something? Losing
What's
those
that?
queens was really rough because he could have eliminated the Void Ray. But unfortunately, there was nothing he could do. The timing was just that was just a beautiful timing attack out of Chelch. Oh, a cancel on the Nexus for the 4th. I mean, 3-base Protoss still strong.
Yeah.
But 3-base Zerg to 3-base Protoss. And that was just a cancel, but it's going immediately back up. Just 100 mineral loss. Chelch is in a pretty good position. There is a nice little Roach Ravager's push, but oh, can he kill? Oh, nope.
Yeah, with the cannons and the super battery here, the army coming in.
Void Ray, the Oracle.
A bad trade for Fiat again.
Yeah, Fiat was trying to put some pressure on. He doesn't lose too much. He still can. Oh, but that Ling run by in the 4th. I like this. He's keeping him busy, distracting him from that little speedling Inquisition on the 4th. And,
Yeah, it is good multi-prong for sure. He's controlling both of these armies at the same time.
And he's not trading that bad, realistically, as long as he can get some pressure on that 4th. But it looks like there's some defensive Archons and a couple Stalkers. Oh, if he kills some static. That's a good call. Storm's going down on the 3rd.
Yeah, the Archon going to be feasting on Lings, though. I don't think you're going to be able to get that cancel. This game, I like it a little bit better for Fiant, because even though he's got all the Roach Ravager like he did game 1, there's no carrier transition yet, so he can actually trade and fight against this kind of mid-game Protoss army a lot better.
Chelt just killed 0 workers is one good thing for Fiant. Well, I mean, it looked like there was 3, but in the last little bit, it's been even on worker kills, but the Zealots are going to probably get some. And never mind, the Zealots are denied. They are going to... Oh, Queen is saved. This is a 952 layer? Hello? Oh, no, it's not. It's a Hive. He's going into Hive Tech. I didn't see the layer go down. My bad.
And he's getting into Lurkers, which will fight really well against what's currently on the field. But it looks like Chelchi is going to start getting that fleet beacon. Should be seeing a couple extra Stargates here. Getting ready for the carrier transition.
Yeah, this is where... Well, but there's a lot of Storm and a lot of Archons. So stuff needs to go down.
Paused.
Okay. There is lag. Called in chat. Look at lag. Imagine Protoss. Okay, we're back in. I was going to do a command, but... Lag AA.
Here it's fine. I wasn't experiencing any, but...
Yeah, same here. Getting random spikes. Too much porn.
I was going to blame Magnus.
Yo. You're gonna play Magnus? Yeah, it's all Magnus' fault. Magnus, stop the DDoSes, dude. You know, it's always Magnus with the hacks. My cat's deciding to join us. Hi, Charlie. Thank you. Alright. Actually, I got a little right there.
It's some good multi-prong from both players having to control 2 armies at once. Looks like...
Oh, those storms. Actually, there was a lot of storms to be used.
Yeah, and he did get an Archon with Biles there, so that's good.
Yeah. The Zealots did have some good trades on the Roaches. You can deny a 5th. Nope, those Zealots were damaged. But they did get their trades for those Roaches.
Yeah, I think the big development of this game is we do have carriers on the way, and we do now have the double spire coming down for Fiant. A little bit behind probably what he would want.
Honestly, I would
a lot better timing than game 1.
He's got the Lurker den again, but he's not using it. I would honestly have liked to see him get some Lurkers, because to deal with that ground army, and have Protoss more relying on Skytoss, Zerg could be in a pretty good spot, depending on how it goes. And at least deny some bases to prevent more carrier production. But look at the banks on both players.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of money in the bank. Fiant has to find a way to trade out some of this Roach Ravager, at least moderately efficiently. Again, I think that's the same problem he had game 1, but if he holds on to this army for too long, he's just not going to have time to transition.
So the Warp Prism scouted. Little hit squad trying... He's just trying to deny a 5th base going up, because we are getting to the point where 12 minutes, you're probably going to see Protoss eventually take a 5th. Oh, Hydras this time. We do have some Hydras. I don't hate that. Oh, here we go. We have some Lurker tech being researched. I think we're going to see some Lurkers this game.
Yeah, he's also starting to get those Vipers out. He's getting 1-1 on air.
Yeah, I think he's going to time it just right so his plan is to try to get some damage with Lurkers, right? And be set up for Corruptor tech. If he can get some damage on that Protoss ground army, that's going to be pretty helpful. You know what I'm saying? Microbial Shroud may suck in the regular engagement, but if you can get predominantly Skytoss and not a lot of Storms or Disruptors, you're in pretty good shape with Zerg if you know how to use much Overlord Shroud.
There's so much storm.
Pretty
with this
shitty
army, by the
otherwise,
way.
but oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those High Templar need to go down. That's like, at least in my opinion, and my experiences, it's the harder part to deal with is that combination, and then those storms and Archons. Well, mostly the storms at that point. You don't have a lot of. You're not on Corruptors.
Yeah, really the way that Fiant has to take this fight is Chelch has 0 Void Rays, so what needs to happen is the Lurkers need to get in a position where they can clear out some of the Storm Archon. The Vipers need to use their Parasitic Bomb on the carriers, and he has to get enough Corruptors to fight on top of the Parasitic Bomb that all of the Interceptors die. And if he can't get that combo going right, he is going to get rolled over by this army.
Oh,
And honestly, I don't like his Corruptor count. I think he's probably about to get rolled over if I had to predict.
The Zealot run by not doing anything, not that it matters. It's kind of like, look at that bank of Fiat. And chat, amp it up saying, Fiat saving money for college. I don't like those trades. They didn't even attack. There was no A moves.
I don't mind him, honestly, because he needs just a
he just
shitload of Corruptors.
And he has the bank, yeah. Okay. Oh, the feedback's unfortunate. Okay, this time he's right on top of it, getting some energy. Oracle's getting rev tags constantly. Oh, look at this. This is a trade. He does A move. A move to Roach Rev.
Could actually kill that, possibly.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of F2ing going on. Oh my god. A lot of stack storms, though. I mean, the storms were good, but every...
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Every storm used is one less feedback for Vipers. If you think of it that way.
That's true.
But there's a ton of energy in those High Templar.
He's gotten a really good position. Like, it's going to be really tough for these Lurkers to come forward without getting annihilated by Storm.
Yeah, he's got to kill. If he kills... Nice abduct.
Okay, they go. Lurkers going forward. Storm's going down. Lurkers getting killed off pretty quickly, but are they going to be able to clear out the Archons? Doing a pretty good job. Corruptors not taking the engagement quite right, taking a lot of damage from those Interceptors.
Oh, those Overlords were never moved. At first they were saved, but now you want to move them right
Oh
after.
my god. He's down to 177 over 100.
Yeah, this...
Corruptor's coming in now, sniping a few carriers, but is there going to be enough left over? I don't think so. Good Storm on top of the
Yeah, there's
Corruptors
so many
there.
High Templar. He just built a shit ton of High Templar this game.
Oh, he's going to
Oh, but another carrier! There is triple carrier production, but losing that many Overlords is fucking rough. But we have greater Spires, so it's... Wait, look at this. Is another third going down? Hello? He almost was able to kill it. Dark Templar. A lot of Dark Templar.
Yeah, in the end, that fight went a little bit better for Fiant than I was expecting. He did get that Corruptor cut up to a decent number. He's still at 27 right now. But,
I believe I see the Can Man in chat as an emote, and that's actually funny. They're like Tempest. But ironically, a very uncanny kind of move with a bunch of DTs being morphed in right there. Oh, God.
Also, I'm building a few Tempests earlier, but I don't see any on the field, so I might be crazy.
No, yeah, no, we didn't. There's no Tempest. Let's take a look at the battle report. Crazy trade. Actually, Chelch lost a lot more. Losing those carriers was... Oh my god, look at how many Corruptors he has. It's just the Archons and the Storms left are the scarier thing, but there's still some Lurkers. And we're going to see Broodlords.
Yeah, you need a load of Corruptors to deal with the carriers, and then you got to have something that clears out the Archons on the ground. So it looks like he's going to switch from having the Lurkers to clear out the ground, probably into Broodlords to clear out the ground. And that definitely can work.
I will say this. We're going to Sky Weapons +3 for Chelch. So that's actually going to be pretty scary. So double Spire or not, but we are going to Flyer Attacks +2. He was a little delayed for the Greater Spire, but Mr. Fiat.
Yep.
At least he got his Overlords back. Good trades, though.
All Lurkers moving forwards. They can kill Archons pretty quickly if they manage to get on top of them here, but not going to completely commit there.
Honestly, I feel like Chelch this game, he was doing a lot more multi-prong attacks. Been doing a lot of all-army hotkeying. Oh, that storm! So much damage to those corruptors.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
see
it's really hard to take any sort of fight with the corruptors when there's that many Archons on the ground.
And
so.
we're in the Void Rays build right now. That Void Ray switch and Flux Veins is popping with +3 and shields coming from Protoss. This is going to be even more rough for the corruptors with this much storm. And the army supplies in favor of... I mean, realistically, Zerg's going to... Okay, come on, Broodlords. Oh, you know something sad? The Broodlords were scouted by that rev tag on the lurkers. Burrowed lurkers. Oh, that base needs to be canceled.
Yeah.
There's no way that's gonna live. Wait, what? Oh, he wants it to finish. Cancel. Why didn't he Oh, that's...
A little bit of a mistake, but he does have 5,000 minerals, so it's not the end of the world. Gonna lose one. What is the word? Why can't Viper? Yeah, loses a Viper there. Gets a couple other feedbacked, so that's unfortunate.
But at this point, it's like, if this game continues on, we're getting into late game, and, you know, that's where DT's killing a lurker. Interesting. We're getting that point where the player's going to be scraping into their, you know, like, the console in their car for change.
Yeah. One thing Chelch has in his favor is he has managed to get this bottom right base finished up, got some cannons down here, so he's got his entire half of the map where Fiant is actually missing one base, so even though his bank is bigger right now, over time he's going to lose the war of attrition if he doesn't manage to take that top left hatchery.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, these feedbacks, disgusting.
Yeah, he's kept so many high... I was amazed to see he had enough High Templar earlier that it seemed like no matter how many... He's cast like 1,000,000 storms, literally throwing some away, stacking them, and he still had like full energy bank, so...
Looks like we're going to have our engagement here. Lurkers down here on the bottom doing a decent job against these Archons, but they are going to finally get kind of pushed back. There is no parasitic bomb available. Storming on the air army for the Zerg is crazy damage.
Yeah, realistically, the storms have been this... I think the storms have been the hero unit of the game, even though...
Oh, the hive goes down. It was so low from all the Viper.
Losing the hive. Random Tempest going down. Okay, loses Tempest. But
He used his recall, by the way, so he can't... If this trade turns bad, he can't get out.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with that recall, but Fiant's in a rough position. Losing Overseers even. Oh my god. Oh my god. Finally, the High Templar energy bank's gone, but there's not a lot of ground army to fight this.
Yeah, the Void Ray's in the air, keeping the carriers safe. That's going to be GG.
GG is called. Wow. Again, I have to do it.
Imagine Protoss.
Hey Dave, where'd you learn this build from?
That was a nice late game there. Pretty close.
That was...
I thought Chelch was going to roll over him a little bit earlier, but Fiant ended up taking a really good fight there, but Chelch did come back in the end and roll over him, kind of.
Yeah. Chat Cobblestone saying Chelch should be trying to take the top left. I think he's tried to take the top left, or he was trying to take that probably like 3-4 times, and it kept getting denied.
Oh, that was Fiant taking the top left, not Chelch.
Oh, yeah. No, you're top left in his side of the map when he was saying that. But yeah, Fiant is our Zerg player. We do have another game. It could end up being up to game number 5. We'll see what happens. My bad, I was alt-tab for a second.
All good.
Moving right along. I think we're going to call a break between the series, though, especially if it goes to Game 5. Just a quick one. That's all right?
Fine with me.
All right. So we are moving on to game number 4. In Fiant versus Chelch. I never updated the delay. The delay is actually not 2 minutes. It's a little less. I usually have it at 2, but I wanted to throw it off. Because everybody expects the same one. Is redeemed. I'm still gonna do it in tournaments. It don't matter. Alright. So, we have... Okay, do you want to do the honors for... As we were?
Yes. Spawning down here in the bottom right corner. Up 2-1. Could close out the series with a win here. He is Chelch.
And in the upper left corner, representing Alpha X, our Zerg player, Fiat. Let's see if he can take us to game number 5.
So Queen walk this game, right?
No, I'd like to see something spicy. Okay, so we don't see any drones marching across the map right immediately.
Yeah, I just feel like
You're like, Dave,
So far
are you serious? And the answer is absolutely fucking yes. Let's go. Sorry.
so far the games that went late game, it felt like Chelch was more or less in control of them the entire time. Which I know a lot of Zergs are going to say that that's what it always feels like when you play late game against Protoss. But
for sure.
I kind of expect Fiant to try something aggressive. Maybe not necessarily Queen Walk, but I feel like he's probably not going to want to take this one late game again.
All right, so another BM thumbs down went down, and this time in the natural.
I know.
He's like, you didn't go pool first. But I seriously want to see something spicy out of Fiant. Like,
It's BM unless you're from the southern hemisphere, then it's the thumbs up.
yeah. You know what I'm thinking, Dr. Cobra?
What's that?
I had a rough start to the week with beers, but you know what? Saturday night, when we're done with this bitch, and I go on my usual ladder grind session of the evening, I think I'm gonna pick up some cold ones after.
Not a bad idea.
I'm gonna eat first, but I'm gonna pick up some cold ones after this. Especially because we have a PvP coming up in our next series.
We could have 2 PvPs. It's not out of the question.
Okay, so far everything looking alright. We don't have a rushed layer. I really was hoping, because Fiant's a very solid player, but I know he's got a lot in the book. Apologies, chat. We'll glitch on ops. Standard third. This is the first time he's been able to take a third, though. Like, just, it was not harassed, it was not denied.
Yeah.
So I think, that being said, and how we watched the last game, I think that bit of time in the first 5 minutes is going to make a difference.
He did take that forward third again, which, as a Protoss player, that should always start sending, putting the hairs on your neck on end, maybe a Queen Walk coming.
I think he was kind of psyching him out for a Queen Walk last time. Some people just like taking triangle too, though, truthfully. Like, again, for even the creep spread, too. Depending on the map,
Yeah, it is nice for those things, but against, like, if someone's going to play double Stargate or get a bunch of Void Rays out, like, it's so much harder to
Oh, yeah, you can't put...
get your queens from up to down to try to defend everything.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Definitely a little more mobility for queens, in any case. Okay, so at the same time, I think we're going to have an uncontested third. Oh, it's going to be scouted. Oh, Speedling's just popping. He's trying to do a little harass.
Yeah, there's too many units here to actually get a cancel or anything on that, but he is building a few extra lanes. Probably going to try to be annoying with those, see if he can find any damage. Maybe probes transferring between bases or things like that.
But he doesn't want... Yeah, he's not losing any. Okay, we got a good time Evo this time. We have lair in production. See, this is looking pretty good for Fiant at the same time, but with Protoss getting a third faster too, we're just at absolutely standard play with no third harass from Protoss.
Yeah, and
Zerg.
no continued queen production, so I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah,
No queen walk, I don't think.
this is just a macro game. Okay, the Oracle's denied anything other than just a little flyby. Okay, the Ling's trying to do something. I think he's just trying to get. I think he was hoping to get a run by in there.
Yeah, I'll run by, maybe catch some transferring prone, something like that. But both players playing really well defensively, not really taking any
Oof.
damage at all from each other.
Honestly, Fiat could have just saved those Lings right there. Totally, he just lost one Ling, but he took a little damage.
Yeah.
I mean, inconsequential. Real. Let's be real here, but still. We're past the 5-minute mark. Zerg has 4 bases, Protoss in 3. It's looking, macro-wise, it's looking good for Fiat. But, like, neither player's done any damage.
Yeah, Chelch playing the same build as he has
Oh.
every game.
Do you see what we got this game? We're going
Hydra Den?
Hydras. I think Hydras and Melee. So we're going to see Ling Hydra. And I think
Yeah,
with that
I like
fast-
that decision.
with a good time fourth and everything, this is gonna be this could potentially be pretty good against a lot of things from Protoss. Protoss looks like he's trying to get he's trying to get the Adepts out. The Ling's actually catching the Adepts. Can he kill him? He kills one. Oh, but a photon cannon almost killing another Adept. There is a push up from Protoss on the other side. 4 Adepts. Going to be intercepted by 5 Queens. They're not glazed, so this should take care of it pretty quickly. Nice, beautiful drone kill. Absolutely no drones go down.
Great defense from Fiant there.
Oh, absolutely. Picture perfect. We've lost... Oh, there was 1 drone down and 5 Lings, but for 5 Adepts. So the trades have been very good for Fiat this game.
So I think this mid game's gonna probably come down to how well Storms hit.
Muscular Augments finishing up for Zerg with 9 more Hydras coming. This is actually could be a pretty good push. The 4th for Zerg, he's not defended against the 2 Oracles, but I don't think that really matters much. He's at 66 drones. Okay. Like, the droning has been great because he's been uncontested, but some going down, I don't think that's the end of the world realistically, because this is the push. I believe this reminds me of Scarlet play, truthfully.
Oh, Storms his own army there. So
yeah.
just take out quite a few Lings, but he loses all of his rest of his units at his base.
Battery overcharge going down. This Immortal and this Archon going down. There's 1 Photon Cannon defending. The Void Ray is going to get shit on. Oh, dear lord.
Yeah,
Look
so
at
this
Zerg.
third base is pretty much toast. There's really no army left over here for
And
Chelch
thank you
to
for
actually
the
come in and
follow.
save this with.
Too easy, 2-1. Oh my god, I think this just takes the game. The Queen Walk. Beautiful play from Fiat.
I don't think the Queens actually did anything. He
No,
just
but
wanted
just
to make my prediction correct, I think.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Technically, I said Queen Walk, and technically there were some Queens.
Jesus Christ, it's Jesus Christ. To quote Gamer Richie. And the meme.
Looks like Fiant needs a minute here. So yeah, that one ended quickly.
That it did.
I feel like Chelch had the units to do it. It just he kind of got caught and like lost all of his storms immediately, and also stormed his own army. So I don't. Maybe he was short a few army units, and maybe he was a little bit probe heavy, but.
And Chad, I just wanted to comment. I've officially been streaming. We're almost to the point. I was incorrect. I've mostly been streaming for pretty much 1 full year straight. With the exception, I was talking to Dr. Cobra about that earlier. So thanks for the viewership and stuff. From tournaments to absolutely fucking stupidly drawn drawings. drunken shenanigans and a lot of ladder on the other side of the map.
I'm gonna grab a glass of water real quick while we have a second.
Okay, we need a minute. I'm gonna message the players too. We need a moment, folks. We need a minute. I'm gonna take one too. I actually had something I had to run. That was very well executed from Fiat. Chelch was not set up for that, but I mean, it was looking like a very macro game. I don't think it was a good read, but a good game. All right, folks, so we're going to take a minute. Hey, everybody.
Welcome back.
And we are back. And it looks like we just gotta get the lobby set up so we don't have Magnus versus me, because you know damn well I'd take Magnus to Princeton.
Oh yeah, baby.
Give the music name. This is actually a version of Ryu's theme from Street Fighter.
Wait, I thought it was all Guile.
I was messing around. It is mostly Guile, but it literally is mostly Guile. It's a bunch of Street Fighter 2 music for in between sometimes.
It looks like Fiant may be back.
And everybody, please do use the Maturino codes. We need some. All you have to do is redeem them. Also, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time will be the NA Finals. Pilly Pilly may or may not be with me, depending on what he's got going on. We will know tomorrow. Alright. Thank you again, Dr. Cobra. Again, my co-caster, Dr. Cobra. Please give him a follow.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Appreciate you being with one of the worst StarCraft 2 casters. Cheers, everyone. This is way too much goddamn coffee. What the fuck is going on in chat? Gator actually talking about the oldest blue whale.
I think
You
we're
guys
ready
are
to
awesome.
start.
I'm just messing with you, Gator. Alright, we're ready to go?
You're the lobby host, so.
We're gonna make us both refs.
Okay, game 5. the first spot in the finals.
Whoever has this is winner, winner, chicken dinner. I actually thought this would go to a game 5. I know Fiat's too much of a beast. I think he just had a little rough start, and he really has been reading Chelch, because Chelch has been playing pretty much the same, with the exception of the disruptors. You guys in chat are hilarious with the fish memes. I was only teasing you gators because I know you didn't start that. So anyway, hang on a second, and we want to do the honors?
Yep. So spawning down here in the bottom left corner. Needs to just win one game to make it to the finals. Representing the hopes of all Zerg and probably all Terran too, because screw Protoss. He is Fiant.
And in the upper right corner, it is Chelch from the Drunken Outlaws. And I'm just looking at chat. Yeah, so I now I'm gonna switch gears, because I've been told I think I've been pretty partial to Zerg. I think you've been more on the Protoss side of the game than I have this time,
Well,
Dr. Cobra. It's like, remember the last time we casted?
Yeah.
Imagine Dave Testa actually taking the side of the filthy Zerg. So just to keep things balanced, I'm gonna be shitting on the Zerg this time.
I feel like Chelch has got a little bit better handle on exactly what to be doing in the late game. I maybe have been just a tiny bit critical of Fiant, because I feel like he's not quite realizing what position, when we've gotten to those late games, he's not quite realizing like when he needs to get his transition going quickly.
Well, I'll be honest, I feel like Zerg, I mean, honestly, I feel the same way. Protoss can kind of get into there in the macro game. I think for Zerg in general, you really need to work on those timing attack builds. Like, I kept mentioning the German Taxi, the German Sidewalk. That Hydra build was absolutely great, and he executed it perfectly. But it was still a macro game.
That's certainly true. Fiant, his timing games have been, those are the two he won, I would say. They looked really strong in both of those. And Chelch looked like he was being maybe a tiny bit greedy in both of those games or something, just because he wasn't quite ready for him.
I think he felt confident because the first two, you know what I mean? He basically started out, the first and third games. And even the second game, you know, he still was alright. He just got caught with that 12 pool opener. Realistically, though? Actually, no. Was the 12 pool the second game?
Yeah, 12 pool was game 2.
Yep. So, realistically, though, I'm just messing with you, chat, too. Please do carry on and talk about random anything. I just have to break your balls. Know what I mean?
Oh my god, it's just all whales.
It's all whale chat. Why don't you just spice it up? Talk about the duck-billed platypus. Sorry.
Need to brush up on my whale facts before the next series, I guess.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna see some fucking belugas, some,
Do you know that whales evolved from Ambulocetus? I do know that one. Yeah, it used to be a land mammal that looked kind of like a dog.
Did you know my cat is almost the size of a whale?
I like that. A small whale, but a whale nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, Charlie. He's gonna hear me and be very sad. Yeah, we have the same opener from Protoss. 3 Adepts and a Void Ray.
Yeah,
actually,
so
this is pretty common, but
I don't expect to see this, but something I might like to see is for Chelch to skip 1 or 2 of these oracles that he's been making every game. Just if you skip the oracles, you can get your like robo units out a lot faster. You can get ready for like disruptors a lot faster. You can be a lot more safe.
Oh yeah, exactly. I kind of like that playstyle too. Taking that skip on the Oracle, because realistically PvZ you can get a lot of vision with Adepts. If you have enough Adepts, you should be in good shape.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Oracles are great, obviously, and he's been really good at doing like going around tagging and getting all the vision he needs and stuff. But if you're afraid that your opponent might be doing a Queen Walk or something like that, being able to get your robo units out 300 gas faster I mean, that's going to keep you so much safer just like being at home. So
Now, I like casting for this reason lately. Because everybody gives me flack from not scouting. All I can say is, you know, it's really hard to have map presence when you're lighting a cigarette and like taking time to smoke every 2 minutes of the game. So
no, that completely makes sense.
you know,
I mean, everything's a trade-off. You know, smoking takes up a decent amount of APM, I'm sure.
yeah, exactly. That's why I like Proxy Void Array and PvP, because it's already slow and you don't really have to do anything. Everybody's like PvT. I'm like, nah, man.
So Chelch coming in here, he does scout that lair timing. It's a pretty quick lair this time, going straight into Hydras. So I wonder if we might see kind of a repeat of last game.
I think we are. Same thing, +1 on melee. Probably the same build, 4th taken at the same time with no aggression. Chelch should have kept up what he did in the other games and denying the 3rd. I think that was the stuff that kind of threw off Fiant, truthfully. But I think Fiant's like woken up. He's like, nah, man, we're not going out like this. Oh, that's a lot of adepts though, and I think he's trying to fake him out to think he's going glaives. If you look at how the timing he pushed out, the number of adepts, the tell should be no warp prism. Well, Fiant's actually, yeah, he had to zone that out because those adepts would just die. Would you agree with me on that, though? I think he was seriously faking him out to think that it could be a glaive opener.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but also it's a little bit too late to force a Roach Warren or anything, so I'm not sure whether it got too much done. He has traded out decently against some adepts, but these Zerglings might be able to... No,
I'll be honest with you.
Drones.
You know what would be a great build?
Oh, there's 9 Overlords, by the way, so I think we're going all in.
I forgot that pop this in Phillies thing, too. But you know what'd be a great build? Just thinking of this.
What's that?
The 420 challenge, the Zest, 8 Glaive Adept, 420 push out. Because really, I've actually done it. Glaive Adepts versus this particular Hydra build just hits so early. Zerg just can't do anything about it with 4-gate Glaive Adept.
By the way, there's no Storm on the way. I think Chelch might have forgot Storm.
Yeah.
It's not upgraded, and it's not upgrading.
Yeah.
So he needs to morph these into Archons, because these are going to be dead weight as these Hydras are getting here.
Yeah, and it's like...
Oh, he's got no Storm!
No,
oh,
Storm.
no!
No, like
Chelch,
this.
it's not like this!
No!
We do have the shield battery overcharge in the background, which is going to help. He is going to go ahead and get a few Archons
I mean,
out.
he can build charge lots, and if you look at the timing... Muscular Augments is done, but there's no Groove Spine, so Zealots really can still fight this, even with the Augments. But he had a second... If those Archons were there, he literally could have killed the Hydras with Archons, but that's like the only time Archons could do shit against Hydras, realistically.
Yeah, this game Chelch does have about like 20 more army supply than he did last game. He's trying to chrono boost out that Storm. If he can get that out, this is probably going to be a pretty solid hold. And it might be a hold already, because Fiant is not putting on too much pressure at the moment.
Absolutely. So he wants to keep these... The trick is to keep the High Templar alive, but this static's pretty well placed. I mean... Oh, a Ling run by into the main base. I like it. Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah, got a few probes there, but nothing major.
Still, he forced... you can tell that means he forced the all-army hotkey out of Chelch.
Yeah. And that was really scary for a second. I thought Chelch might be in trouble with no Storm, but he has got Storm finished now. He does have High Templar with energy.
You notice he did... Fiant killed an Oracle because of the Hydra opener. So he did force another Oracle out. But this game, I don't think we're going to see Stargate play as heavily for a while, because outside of Oracles, because he's up against so much Hydras.
Yeah, I think this game could possibly be decided right here. Not going to be able to go up that ramp against those Storms.
I don't know. He's got Banelings, centrifugal hooks. He needs to buy time. He being Fiant needs to buy time for centrifugal hooks. Storm is good against Banes, but if he could just be really cautious in his fights, bait out the Storms, he can just jump on top of that with Banelings. And outside of, if he catches a good engagement around the Archons, he's set. Like where the Archons are in the back and the Zealots are in the front kind of situation. You know what I mean? Because obviously two Archons can tank like 100,000 Banelings. Oh god, look at me. Protoss, again, speaking in favor of Zerg. What is wrong with me today, chat? Signs that after I get Masters, what I'm going to be playing.
A nice little catch on that run by there. I do think things are starting to look pretty good for Chelch. He managed to get that 4th base up. He's up at 80 workers, so going to be getting some extra photon cannons down here, so he's probably not going to be dying to any run-bys anytime soon. And he's also, again, starting to get ready for that carrier switch.
Zealot's getting shredded. We don't have... Well, we do have Groove Spines. For a second, I was like, okay. Alright, I'm liking the Adept use out of Chelch this game. He's using them in scouting, additional scouting with the Oracles, but if you notice, the Hydras are just the Oracles aren't able to really push out far. The creep spread's getting great for Fiat. We are going to carrier tech, but a lot later.
Yeah.
We don't see a lurker den. That's one thing I would have liked to see with this.
He does already have one finished.
Oh, he does? Yeah,
no lurkers on the field, though.
Because you get lurkers out before heavy sky toss, that really would have been a great play. It's hard, you know, it obviously would take some gas, but and losing that 4th earlier was a little rough, but oh god, these Adepts are gonna do some work.
Yeah, that's gonna be several drones going down here.
Oh, well, wait, there is a Hydra hit squad. Don't pull the drones back just yet. Oh, yeah, that's fine. He holds. There's enough queens in position. It looks like maybe I could be wrong in the net. No, there is not. There is absolutely nothing. Just some lings. Wait, our two lings are gonna help. The 2 lings kill.
2 Rambo Zerglings, baby.
Yeah. And an all-army key move command was forced. That's what was going on there.
Look at the amount of storm in this army again.
Yeah. I now see what I'm doing wrong in PvZ. You just need to build a million. That's what I used to do. And I've been dying. I've been playing too much 2 base all-ins and just getting back to macro games sometimes. I hate playing like not storm play per se, but I just am not a big fan of Sky Toss. Too many people use Sky Toss and it's too memey.
Yeah, we do have a ton of lurkers in this army now. I think they have the range upgrade. The burrow upgrade is still on the way. But again, we got a lot of carriers coming out now.
Look at those rev tags though. They caught the entire fucking army. Well, not the queens, but now they see the queens.
So I think Fiat might have to find a lot of damage with this push, or else he might be in trouble. He's getting a second spire up behind this.
He needs to bait out storms and just kite. Bait out storms and kite.
Yeah.
And then eventually it's going to be a lot of Archons. And Archons against Hydra Lurkers, shit. I mean, there's a lot of carriers, but at that point, I'd rather fight Archons than, I don't know about you, than that many High Templar with full energy storms. Oh, look at this, the Spore Crawlers! I really like this game.
Yeah, that is nice. He does need some anti-air, so having the Spores up here is definitely going to be nice.
Oh, but the High
Zealot's
Templar...
actually doing a decent amount of damage down here.
Yep, they are, but we're missing the, oh god. Lurker's taking the damage. Oh, those
More Zealots being warped in down
god,
here.
the Zealots are doing a lot of damage, but at the same time, this siege is actually pretty good for Fiat.
Fiat actually bringing a lot of units home. I'm not sure if that was an F2 because he's sending them back to the front line now, but Zealot's still getting kills down here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's really nothing to defend. 21 workers going down for Zerg. Fiat's pretty committed, and getting pretty committed at this point. Starting to split his army up. The rev tags are absolutely devastating for the lurkers, but the spores
not
are
enough anti-air
firing. Not at all. If there was more Hydras, the Hydras fought into the front. I don't think I like that engagement from Zerg. I think this is looking pretty over for Fiat, sadly. He's played. This was a great play, but it's hard. It's difficult to control those engagements because But I think if he split some of his army just a little down toward his bases, he would have been able to hold that because it was a good amount of Zealots. But realistically, I don't think it would have taken a lot to defend that.
Overall for this series, I feel like Chelt's just been right on time with all of his transitions, and Fion's just been
absolutely.
slow with all of his transitions.
Yeah, I mean, but still, this game was incredible. It's just a little unlucky. Okay.
Plenty of storms here still to deal with these Hydras. Hydras killing a lot of the interceptors.
Yeah. But he's got to keep them alive with the storms. Again, it's baiting out storms, but that's so many storms. You literally, this guy, I mean,
He's still got like 8 or 9 storms left.
Chelt is playing fucking smart through the entire series with how his high Templar count. It's ballsy earlier on, right? But it just gets to be devastating when you go past that amount. If you can keep them alive, you're just Zerg really can't push in the army.
Still storms.
You want to know what unit can make it through there, though? Oh, man. What a sport. Fiant being the gentleman that he is, and Fiant, I was kind of rooting there for you a bit from the work. Chelch, no disrespect. I am a Protoss, too. You played really well. Great games. And it looks like Chelch is moving forward. I honestly was really hoping for Fiant to move on, because just by the nature of PvPs, and we have a whole PvP series, but not, again, no disrespect to the to our Protoss player, Chelch, who's also a great guy. Fiant's always been amazing to me too.
Yeah, all
sure.
these players, when I've dealt with them, they've been great. So
If
any preference I have is just purely based on. It would have been nice to see Fiant advance just so we could see some more PvZ instead of 2 PvPs in a row, but.
It's whatever you want on that, by the way. Put it in the message. We need to, if you want to change it up, but oh man, very interesting.
So next up, the Kyojin versus Daniello.
Yeah, this should be a spicy series. Both players have their cheeky side in PvP, that's for sure.
Yeah, there was some aggressive builds in that last match, but no cheeses, so I wouldn't mind to see. I mean, there was a 12 pool, but that's not really a cheese anymore. I wouldn't mind to see a few cannon games or something weird like that. There we go, the Kyojin's in the house.
Alright. Kyojin's here. I am Alt-Tab, so if you can just let them know I need this a second.
Yeah, we don't have a lobby yet, but I'll let them know.
Oh, yeah, I'm back, yeah.
I'm assuming Magnet's gonna make it again.
Chat, just to show you, I did play Protoss OP.
Where's all my Terrans at? What happened to the Terrans in this?
I don't know. Y'all been slipping. All right, another one. Read all you Shibal Denny.
Oh, whoops. I typed that in the wrong chat.
Got a hydrate redeem. I try my best, even in a tournament, to honor your channel points. And if you notice, my channel points in my channel are ridiculously low for stuff most people in their right fucking mind.
I know, I've got 3,000 over here. What am I saving up for?
Like, pick a build is so little. Plecto's like, where's the Terrans at? What's up, Plecto? My home slice. Alright, they're vetoing maps, folks. They went extinct with Terran's base.
I'm gonna save up for 5,000 channel points, make you play guitar.
Yeah, man. If you ever have time, like I said, I'm streaming a lot. If you're not, you're just around, you always pop it up. And, I mean, I'm be shifting stuff around at times, but that'll always be there. I just can't do it when it's too late, sadly. I mean, eventually I will, because I'm going to go get stuff sorted out for BI. Wow, too easy, 21 Terrans all at this small PP convention. No, I think they're moving up in other things.
Oh shit, they found my proxy.
GG or not, there is no Colossus.
I gotta go look at the bracket and see.
It's a sucking, mister. Small type of dog.
Hey Dave, where'd you learn this build from?
Princeton University.
I guess we just barely had any Terrans to start with.
Yeah, we didn't have many in this season. Truthfully. Oh, and the prediction? Underpowered base Protoss, I like it. An OP unbased Zerg. That's what Magnus set for it. That was,
Magnus saying if I don't see at least Cannon Rush on Jagannatha, then he's gonna give Chelch a technical win in the finals. Good memes.
alright, looks like we are moving on to Jagannatha LE. This game is no longer available. Alright guys, we're going to be setting up here again. Man. Congrats to Chelt for moving on, and very well played, Fiant. Philo got the 2100 MMR.
Alright, I'll make a second lobby since that first one seemed bugged.
Want to do that Observer Plus
Yeah.
Legend Dave Testic. I don't know what you guys are talking about, Giant. I mean, I do stream a lot, but realistically, I do appreciate it, though. I mean, you know, back in the day, you want to know what the extent of my casting was, Cobra?
What's that?
And how far we've come? It was, you know, there's no Dark Templar, and then my and I'd be drunk as shit. And then, like, my co-caster, I was like, but Dave, it's a ZVZ. I'm like, exactly. Who wants to watch this? There's no DTs. So.
Yeah, but the game's easy if there's no invisible units, right?
Exactly. I want to see DTs versus DTs. Am I playing today? Food is go. I will be streaming ladder like normal later. I do have a shit ton of stuff to do at home, but we're going to probably have a lot of streaming after this stream. I'm going to take a break, get food, go buy beer, call my girlfriend, and then be back on for probably a lot of Dave shit. Maybe even some team games later when I'm too drunk.
That's what the
to play.
people tune in for, the Dave shit.
The Dave shit?
Yeah.
Throwing your army away. You know, I decided to. I was losing enough games. I just need to play like me again. I was I was a little too try-hard. We were killing it on some macro games, but I'm still going to macro. But we just have too much standard play. I think everybody's pretty... Like, all right, Dave's done cheesing in PvT and PvZ. Well, I think we're bringing it back. We need more proxy Dark Shrines. I think I want to try proxy Triple Forge, the old Hearthstone meme, today, later on. Did you ever see that back in the day?
Triple Forge, I can't say I remember that one.
It was a big memey, cheesy thing a million years ago in StarCraft. All right, where is... We don't have Kyojin.
He did give us a BRB 1 minute.
Okay.
That was a couple minutes ago.
We have some PvP. I'm a little disappointed we don't have some Terrans. I like when you get a little mix-up and you have the possibility of, in the series having whatever mirror matchups and, it's not as lopsided. And honestly, sometimes, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing it. It's great to see the support StarCraft has, but I think a lot of people have been getting a little burnout.
Yeah, I do miss the, once a year meta shaking patch. Where we used to be, around Christmas, they'd send out the one patch that kind of just changed everything up. And I think people would be a lot less burned out if we still had, just that once a year thing. But probably not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks. I didn't realize we were beyond this.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. We're about ready. Kyojin, I think, is coming in.
Maybe. I sent him an invite just to see.
And I told y'all, there's gonna be a lot of Guile theme in here. I'd skip through 3 of them. I should have just had it queued up for whoever won it was winning at the end. I think I might do that. You know what I'm saying? For a turnaround. Bam. Wait, I think he's having problems.
It seems like maybe we might have to
Lobby
remake
glitch.
one more time.
Yep, remake. Remake. Apologies, chat. We'll be back in a second. We just have to have a lobby remake, and our players are ready.
One day we'll get the match started.
Alright, here we go. Beautiful.
Doing it.
We are getting into the Kyojin versus Daniello series. We want to see hits below the belt and everything else. It's PvP, bitches.
Alright, the question is, out of these two players, who have you seen cannon rush more?
That's tough to say at times. Daniello does...
I've definitely seen Denny throw in a few.
Yeah. Kyojin... throwing in a few from time to time. Alright.
Alright, spawning down here in the bottom left corner, our first Protoss. Playing for Alpha X, he is the Kyojin.
Alright, and in the upper right corner, representing the Drunken Outlaws again, one of my personal favorite players on the Protoss side of things in Legion Cup, historically, Daniello getting to sport their pink.
Yeah, kind of interesting. This is 2 games in a row we've had an Alpha X versus
And as
Drunken Outlaws.
as we're starting, it looks like Daniello is going for a cannon rush. Right off the rip, I was going to say, you can tell by the pylon placement. And in chat, Guitar King, usually I have Castlevania, Doom, and a whole shit ton of different music on my stream. Hey, Magnet, you have the ability to do that, I believe. And if not, other mods do. I think I have to change it.
But Daniello looks like he is going to get that full wall off here with the probe. Woo, cutting it close.
He gets it. He's going for the low ground, but realistically, if you notice, the Kyojin is smart by placing his pylon where he did. It's a very good wall because it prevents the high ground, low ground. A full wall. He's going for proxy void ray, but he does have 2 probes out. He's going for a proxy void ray. This is a very Dave Tester response. So those of you in chat that are here just because of the stream that might be perhaps in a lower rank and enjoy the Princeton, this is definitely something I would do kind of response. But there's only 1 probe out from the Kyojin, so it's gonna be a little rough.
Yeah, Kyojin needs to try to deny the vision on this ramp for as long as possible, but with good micro from Denny, yeah, he takes out that Zealot pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
So this front wall will fall. Kyojin did manage to get 1 probe out on the map, but he has been chased by Daniello the whole time. This is looking pretty bleak right now for the Kyojin, honestly.
I don't think it is, truthfully. If he gets... he doesn't need to power the gateway. He should have just forgot this front pylon, built the Stargate, or Stargate realistically, because you're getting cannon rushed. But you really got to be thinking about denying the probes entry, getting your tech up, getting your batteries up if you're playing like this, and you are struck there. Maybe a proxy nexus if you're worried.
He's going to have to rebuild the cybernetics core so he can continue getting shield batteries.
I mean, technically not really. Oh yeah, shield batteries. Oh, you can drop a couple and drop a robo, and then you're... sorry, I'm thinking in a cheeser. Listen, if there's anything I got down pretty well, it's Protoss cheese on the side of counter cheese.
I think Daniello might have forgot that he had a gateway on the field because he built the second gateway at home before he built a cybernetics core, and that delays his tech by a lot.
Yeah, realistically, you gotta consider if you're going the Stargate. Maybe he's not going Stargate.
Hey, who wants to have some fun?
Thank you
It's
very
weird,
much,
though. I think
Platinum
he just
Heroes,
forgot.
with the raid. Greatly appreciated. Hope you guys had a good stream and good games. Sorry about that. Okay, so an adept opener. Yeah, he did forget. He was committed.
Hey Dave, where'd you learn this build from?
Princeton
So the Kyojin's
University.
going to get a pretty good cleanup down here.
Yeah, Denny's Cybercore is so late. There's going to be a void ray advantage. Everything is going to get shut down. The adept might get some work, but realistically, it's going to get surrounded by probes. He's denying mining time, but that's honestly not looking very good for him. Daniello is going to get a robo.
Yeah, and he's actually just going to play Phoenix instead of Void Ray, which I think is the right call because he's not going to be able to catch up in the Void Ray count. So.
Yeah, that is a good move, Phoenix, robo. So I think we're going to see Phoenix Immortal play.
Yeah, it looks like we're kind of stabilized now for both players. I feel like Daniello might have had a chance to, try to do the Void Ray Snowball or something, but I guess he just forgot he had that gateway. I'm not sure.
Alright, let's take a look at the losses. It's actually, oddly, pretty even losses. And, well, I mean, there was 5 workers lost for Daniello, but we're kind of on even Stevens a little bit, with the exception of a little bit quicker Nexus from Kyojin. But, realistically, the probe count, Daniello actually has a worker lead, though.
Yeah, and six probes is pretty significant at this point in the game, so... Not game ending for sure. I think both players are going to be stabilized. We're going to get into a decent game here. But 6 worker advantage is nice at this point in the game.
And thanks again to Platinum Heroes. Yeah, what were you guys playing by any chance? I do appreciate the raid. Alright, cool, sorry. The Kyojin is going to send a couple of Adepts out, trying to get some work done. And a Dark Shrine. Now, this is one thing I was going to say about the Kyojin. He definitely likes his DT play. I forgot to mention that from the beginning. From following him.
Yeah, there is a Robo out for Daniello, so as long
all
as
these
he...
Adepts are going down.
Oh, lift the other one. I think he could have lifted that one before the shade finished, but
yeah,
oh, he actually lets
matter.
the shade finish. Gonna kill it.
Yeah, one Adept isn't gonna kill a worker in that time from how fast Phoenix. Right.
There is an observer gonna be out well in time for Daniello, so
honestly, this is not looking as good as I thought for the Kyojin. I don't know about you, because realistically, well, he's evened out on workers.
yeah, he caught up in workers pretty quickly. So,
but you know, those 2 Adepts going down, not really game ending, but I don't really think he should have even worried about the Adepts.
I can't say I've casted Void Ray DT versus Phoenix Immortal very many times, so I'm not exactly sure how this
I don't
plays
actually.
out.
It's not going to be Immortal. Really, he just won, but he's. They're both going for charge. Yeah, honestly, this type of game I've not actually casted, but I've certainly casted that often between watching and playing enough PvP. It's definitely been a outcome, but this is going to be a strange one. I think the Dark Shrine might be used for a little collateral damage, and with that many Phoenixes in Stargate, we're going to probably see a lot more Archons.
Yeah, overall tech-wise, I mean, the Archons are going to be great against charge lots, and they're great against Phoenixes, so maybe that could turn into a bit of an advantage for the Kyojin here. But looks like Daniello going for his own Templar Archive, so he will probably be getting out his own Archons.
Oh, the DT is denied. The DT is denied, but the Phoenixes can do some work. You know, a smart play from the Kyojin, because he has a Stargate. It's hard with the Phoenixes, but just to get it in, because, you know, he didn't really set up for Robotech. Would have been an Oracle, just to get a red tag.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's against Phoenixes. It is a tough call. Oh, the DT
definitely
gets
gonna
in.
get a few probes.
Oh, it kills a photon cannon. You know, not too bad trades, realistically. Could have been a lot more worker kills, but a one-shot to a photon cannon the second it was made was kind of nuts.
Getting revenge for DTs everywhere.
Yep.
So the Kyojin been keeping up on his macro pretty well. Actually shot ahead pretty far in worker count. Let's see if he's got enough to defend this push coming across the map from Daniello. There is no battery here at the third until just now.
Well, I think that was a good call. He took a pretty standard time third. Well, when you figure how the game started as a cannon rush, that was pretty well timed third, and so consequently Daniello had fallen behind in workers because he had to. I guess Daniello did have to play a little safer there.
Yeah, I feel like these Archons are going to be really good in this fight, but overall the army size for Daniello is still quite a bit bigger. Is he going to focus down that battery? No, he's actually going to kind of back up here. The battery's still at full health. These Archons for the Kyojin doing a lot of work. The super battery comes in, keeping everything alive. The cannon in the mineral line actually doing quite a bit of damage as well. All the Phoenixes are going down, but there's still 3 Archons left for Daniello.
And Archons and Phoenix is actually out DPSing the Void Rays. The DTs are going to get cleaned up by the Archons. Very good fight for Daniello.
Yeah, he did take out 14 workers and all that, and his opponent only has 11 army supply right now.
Battery overcharged down. Pylon denying what's left of the static defense. The photon. This is actually looking rough for the Kyojin, and this is kind of where it was a good attempt to take a third there, but when you're kind of contained on 2 bases, you're going to be pumping out more units for a little bit, and I think Daniello took advantage of this time pretty wisely.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure how the Archons for the Kyojin died so fast, but his Archons died pretty quickly even with that super battery going, and Daniello kept all 3 of his alive. Really made the difference in that fight.
I didn't think that, personally, I didn't think battery overcharge. I'm reading chat. It was that good in the... It certainly helped, but if you notice, guys, in chat, Kyojin was using it to protect a photon cannon.
Yeah,
Which I didn't
instead of
really...
the Archons.
Yeah, he could have protected the Archons that he had. And, truthfully, even the Void Rays, even though there's a lot of DPS, if he targeted the Void Rays immediately, they would have survived. They were actually getting a lot of work done on the Phoenixes, at least.
Another fight here. We still have a battery supercharge, maybe off cooldown, not using it, so maybe not. Again, these Archons going down for the Kyojin. While Daniello keeps all three of his alive, he's going to be able to deny this third again.
Oh, that's GG. That's just too much damage. Losing that many workers, the first third, and not being able to, he just knows there's a third behind it from Daniello at that point.
Yeah, I think that fight came down to the basically army micro. I'd like to watch that replay about 3 times to make sure I knew exactly what was happening, but I think it was just some better focus by Daniello there.
It was, but also just the army composition and how Daniello took the engagement. It's that realistically, from what the Kyojin had, was a little rough. I think it's safe to say Protoss is going to take this series. What do you think?
It's debatable. I don't know. Protoss looked pretty good, so I'm not sure if Protoss is gonna take it.
We are moving on to game number 2. Oh, I have to update. Yep. Well, I need a second to update the semifinals number 2. Kyojin versus Daniello.
In the chat, it's Guitar King. Skill battery was active the entire time. Daniello still crushed the fight. Toss Imba. Gotta agree.
Alright, looks like we are ready to rock and roll. Danny? Okay. We are moving on. Oh, Chelch did learn a lot, Mike L. I believe you're right. So Chelch is moving on to the finals, and he's getting to watch these PvPs.
That's a good point.
But then again, these guys got a lot of tactics, to be honest with you.
Alright, spawning in the bottom right corner of the map. Playing for Alpha X, the blue Protoss, we have the Kyojin.
This time I don't add the music. And in the upper left, cheesing their way into game number 1, we have Daniello. Another legend from the Drunken Outlaws.
Yeah, he did cheese in that game, but I feel like the game wasn't really decided by the cheese at all.
No,
it kind of evened out there.
Honestly, it kind of shut down, and the the double gateway reaction was a little interesting.
No cannon rushes this game.
Protoss might finally win a GSL. I mean, it has been since, what, 2014? Code S? It's been a long time since Protoss has won a Code S.
Dark looked pretty good against Parting, though, so
yeah,
I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch it. For the Protoss fanboys out there.
But imagine being Parting and not cheesing. Right? I mean, that's what I've gathered, and I ended up catching it a little bit yesterday, finally. You know, imagine being like the cheeser of cheesers.
He was trying to do some reverse cheese, some eco cheese.
Yeah. Alright, so, we already have a proxy pylon. More than likely gonna be a Stargate Oracle, but it could just be a metagame pylon. No, it is just gonna be a metagame pylon for now.
Yeah, that's kind of a... It's like the reverse spot of where you'd want to put like a 3-gate pylon. Because...
Oh yeah. Honestly, I've seen it work in 3-gate robo, even that far away.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good distance, but at the same time, I don't really like those spots because they're too common for proxies.
Yeah. Oh! Probe getting away with 5 HP there.
And as we saw... Oh, God. Then
Maybe
again,
a minor mistake by Daniello letting that pylon finish.
Daniello's scouting for the proxy. He's gonna go for... He's gonna find it. But he's expecting, like, something cheekier yet, I think. Oh, he's not going right for the... money shot just yet. Okay, he's looking in that spot. Is he gonna get over? Yep, it is scouted. So proxy pylon scouted.
Yeah, both players getting one tech building before their nexus here, so playing a little bit safe.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not seeing a nexus first kind of play, it's really the way to go, in my opinion. Oh, a Dark Shrine. A non-pro. I had a feeling Kyojin was going to do it, but it's scouted. Look at the placement of that Dark Shrine. Kyojin always has these, like, little quirky things. Like, what a place to put your Dark Shrine. Like, using the high ground pylon and putting it at the bottom of your natural. My good lord. Okay, not a fight that's going well for the Kyojin at the moment, but...
Yeah, Daniello winning that scuffle by just a bit.
And DTs? We have a robo opener this game. That's gonna be a little rough.
Yeah, he's making a prism first, but surely it'll be an observer right afterwards.
So I can't believe I didn't think about this. That proxy pylon is for DTs. I should have known better with the Kyojin, honestly. And I apologize if I'm cutting you off.
Daniello.
You know this is my matchup.
Yeah. So yeah, Daniello actually looking like he's going to be playing super aggressive at this point.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, we do have double shield battery.
He has an observer, but it's not with him right now, so DTs could
yeah, this could
do
be a
some
pretty
damage
strong
at the
push
start.
with an Immortal, though. Battery overcharge or not, Warp Prism, Immortal, Sentry.
Yeah, he's going to have to pull the probes for this fight. A good start on the skirmishing there. Probes being pulled forward, eating a lot of shots, actually doing their job pretty well. He is going to lose all of them, but he mostly just needs to keep the Nexus alive. If he loses the probes, it's okay. His DTs are going in on the other side of the map, but there is a full wall, so that'll buy some time for Daniello. Warping in a few DTs at home, but the Observer is here, so they're going to have to morph into an Archon.
He needs to keep this Immortal alive, though. It's pretty clutch against the Stalker. Well, not necessarily.
Does he have super battery? Does he not have any energy?
He doesn't have any energy in his natural, at least, but he might in his main. I don't see it.
6 army supplies.
Oh, this is going very well for Daniello. I mean, the Kyojin's a fucking beast, too, so...
I think this is game for Daniello. I can't see a way that Kyojin could come back. If he could snipe an Observer, yeah, he's going to try to get his own Observer out to snipe his opponents, but he's going to lose his Dark Shrine, only going to have a single DT. I don't see this ending well for the
This
Kyojin.
is, sadly, there's 2 adages that are... Go back
Oh, only a single pylon?
I like the idea. You know, they always say one behind Dark Shrine, but in the past, a lot of Grandmasters would say one ahead. Also Dark Shrine. But in this case, it didn't really pay off.
Yeah, he only has a single gateway open. He's going to be losing all of his tech. Already lost his Dark Shrine. Lost his single DT as well, so I think we're just waiting for the GG at this point. I don't think there's any possible way he could come back. Maybe this one Immortal can just Rambo its way through the entire army. Daniela does have his own Nexus up behind this. Still got a few units
he
at home
just
that he
got
hasn't
it
brought
there.
forwards.
All right. This would take a miracle to play on, so the Guile's staying cute for a reason. Because if by chance the Kyojin somehow takes this, he's pissed off. He lost a lot of tech. He has a Robo. Daniello a little greedy, ambitious with the Nexus. Wouldn't it be some shit if Daniello takes the most amazing trades? It is technically possible for him to claw back in with a good fight, even though the numbers game, obviously, Daniello's got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe possible, especially I think he's going to have to get out of prison or something.
But Daniello's actually going back and macroing, so that being said, something cheeky can come out of the Kyojin. But I'll tell you, right now he's got to be pretty damn pissed off. He got Cannon Rush game 1 and held it, was in a great spot, and then lost it, so I will say the Kyojin's strength is always cheekiness. So if you notice, there's another proxy pylon from the Kyojin in the third. So this is what I'm getting at. He's always got plans.
Yeah, I think what happened this game is Daniello just did a really good job of faking that he was going to take a Nexus. He had the low ground pylon on time. He started Stalker Sentry. Those are all signs to your opponent that you're going to be taking an early Nexus. And so the Kyojin was just spending all his minerals probing up his natural. Wasn't expecting that attack at all when it came.
I think that Observer may be scouted, and maybe not. Yeah, there's another Observer coming out. I don't hate the Immortal production here. Well, then again, on the other side, Daniello is also producing.
Yeah, I feel like the Kyojin should maybe try to, like, I think it's too late now, but maybe if he tried to get out a Disruptor or two, Daniello's kind of left him alone for a couple minutes. Might have been able to get some Hail Mary Disruptor shots, but...
Yeah, there's not a snowball's chance in hell of him winning this now.
Yeah. If you're just making the same army units that your opponent is, except you're this far behind,
And I
don't
gotta
think
say,
that's gonna work out.
I'm reading chat. Giants is definitely 100% correct. Daniello just knows Kyojin's playstyle. He opened Robo. He delayed his natural. He kind of went 2-gate Robo, not 3-gate Robo. No proxy, but it's a very good choice. Oh, it's very unfortunate for the Kyojin.
Yeah, depth shading in here to the mineral line, so...
Very well played by Daniello. 2-0.
A little bit of an anticlimactic ending there, but Daniello just taking it safe once he knew he kind of had the game in his hands, just playing it safe to make sure he comes out ahead.
All right. And we do have some stuff. I'm actually going to queue something else up quick while we're in between there. These guys actually are making PvP games that are fucking interesting as hell.
Yeah, neither of those games would be very standard in my opinion. So.
Which is kind of nice, because you know we're going to get there in the finals. Magnet, literally 2018 PvP game. I mean, you'll still see some stuff, but the Phoenixes and... Honestly, the Phoenixes and things... I've actually even watched Pilly the other day pull off, it didn't end well for him, but he was actually going for some Phoenix play. And the DT, yeah, this is some good shit.
Go ahead and create the lobby.
Thank you, Cobra.
Beat Magnus to it.
Yep.
Oh, the Kyojin hitting us with a question mark. Can't let that happen.
Oh yeah, because of the Okay. Kyojin's ready. We are just waiting for our next one. We are on to game number 3. If Daniello wins this, he's moving on to the finals, but Kyojin, I think, is going to pull something. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got some fight left in him, so. If Daniello advances, we will have a Drunken Outlaws versus Drunken Outlaws final.
Ooh.
So spawning in the bottom left corner, he's backed up into a corner. See if he's ready to fight his way out. He is the Kyojin.
And in the upper right, with some cheeky strategies every game so far, we have Daniello from the Drunken Outlaws in the lucky pink color. Oh, look at this. We see something. We have a low ground pylon. Is there going to be a fast expand, or is this going to be cheese disguised as a fast expand?
This is definitely, like, probably the best map in the pool for the one gate expand. And,
Oh, for sure. I think it's going to be one gate expand myself.
Yeah.
But absolutely, Oxide is just very defensive. PvP on gate expands.
So it'll be interesting to see if the Kyojin goes for the second gateway blind, or... And it looks like he is going to, so... If Daniello is doing this one gate expand, which it certainly looks like, it's definitely going to be on the Kyojin to find some way to get back in this game, because Daniello is just going to start out immediately with a build advantage, basically.
You know, a lot of people feel safe doing this, but truth be told, I've been finding how the meta's been in any matchup, in any league, in PvP. I always gateway scout it. I feel like gateway scouting is just a lot safer against a lot of things, and you also might be able to get that read. You know, he would have the read on the Nexus a little quicker, so say he wanted to take a little quicker expand, he could react that way.
I think he's going to be playing Proxy Stargate here. Oh, Daniello scouts it instantly.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, not the best choice of placement for it, to be honest. You know where I would go? The place that everybody expects it. Just like I do. Right in the triangle.
So yeah, the Kyojin definitely, I think, had a plan if he was going to be playing against the
this was
1 gate
100
expand here.
Oh, look at Proxy Void Ray. He's still going for it. Even though the probe... Oh, he's going to let his probe die.
Yeah, he needs to bring a second probe out here.
Yeah.
Because this one's just too low.
And it is. If you look down to the bottom left, there is a second probe going up. Wait, no, there's a Zealot too. Is he taking him to Princeton? He's taking him to Princeton, chat.
He made 4 Zealots with this. Is that... I feel like that's pretty uncommon.
Yeah, that is a little... He's got his own twist on it, but this is basically... Oh my god, for anybody that is here from the usual stream on this channel, he's taking him to Princeton. Feel free to use the command, in tournament or not.
Well, Daniello
Dude,
actually...
I love these Zealots, though. It's amazing. He full-walled himself in.
Full wall. He's got the forge. Going to start building a few cannons, making Void Rays of his own. I gotta say, this looks pretty good for Daniello.
I could go either way. I mean, yeah, actually, truthfully, the second pile or the additional pylon and the Nat is going to cause some problems, and the photon cannon shield battery is going to be pretty helpful, but it's actually really hard. Oh no!
Oh, better not lose that. Better not lose that.
Yeah, he needs to keep the... This is like... I honestly don't like doing this against a fast expand.
The probe goes down.
You have to be in the triangle, basically, and then work your way over here, in my opinion. We've seen plenty of pro players do this, but it's still dicey. It's not like it's just easy to hold. especially if there's a photon cannon and a shield battery, and you see more void rays from your opponent. Now, oh my God, heal the shield battery.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
now we
probe
have
going down was pretty rough. The Kyojin is bringing up a second probe. Gonna be getting a
Zealots
bunch
and
more
void
batteries.
rays. Fucking zealots and void rays. I like this.
I feel like the zealots don't add anything, but now he's gonna start working at stalkers behind it. So.
Siler Kappa in chat, not able to spell Princeton.
Daniello has skipped Warp Gate, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's just committing completely to Sky Toss.
Oh, he kills 2 Void Rays.
Yeah, this is not looking good for the Kyojin. And he's trapping his ground army in his shield battery. Look at this.
Hey,
but
Dave,
there's
where'd
the
you
warp-
learn this build from?
There we go.
Princeton University.
Thank you, Philo.
I think what the Kyojin, what he might be able to do here is eventually warp in enough stalkers that he can actually take a Void Ray versus Void Ray Stalker fight.
Problem is, he's on one base economy.
Yeah.
No long distance mining even, which I know is bad, but you're that committed to cheese, anything you can squeeze out.
Kyojin's supply blocked as well, so his Void Ray production's about to be hiccuped. And you can't afford
All the
that.
voids are moving out to the side. Oh god. GG. Oh, not like this. A monster player going down to another creative, cheesy monster player. 2 personal favorites of mine.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid games from Daniello. Tough for Kyojin that was scouted so immediately, so Daniello had all the time in the world to get exactly the defense he needed there. But congrats to Daniello for moving on to the finals.
Yeah, Denny definitely could have thrown congrats. So we have a Drunken Outlaws versus a Drunken Outlaws match for the finals. I think we should take just a brief break here between. What do you think?
That sounds fine to me. Magnet's saying this is a repeat finals, by the way.
Yeah, we have seen it in the past.
Yeah, Daniello needs 5 minutes as well, so.
We are going to take a 5-minute break. I got to see if I can add my countdown. Alright, so we're going to put this in here. Too much shit here. And hang on. Alright guys, we will be taking a 5-minute break, and we are going to move on to the finals. Take this. And thank you, Dr. Popper. We will be back. All right, folks. I need to just a few more. Check in with everybody. Okay, Cobra's back.
I'm here.
And in that time, I did the whole thing. I did everything. Bathroom, lunch and breakfast, microwaved it.
Got a few curls in.
Yeah, I actually, no, truthfully, I tried getting rid of the, neck beard. I did a lot in 5 minutes and used the bathroom. How the fuck did I do that, actually? Let's think about this.
Yeah, you're faster than me. I'll say that much.
I mean, granted, it was microwaving leftovers. The score count is, we're moved on to the finals now. I need to actually check on my graphics. Magnus messaging me. Well, I'll take the time to update this and try to get a little graphics because we have Chelch and Daniello in our finals. Let's see here. Oh, the score was 3-0.
Yeah, for the last series.
Oh yeah, thank you, Chelch, and good luck. Anything's possible here now. I mean, it would have been with the Kyojin too. Let's be real. And Chelch being our more standard player so far of all the Protoss we've seen today.
Yeah, now that we've got a series between two guys on the same team, I'm assuming they've practiced. They've probably played each other more than they've played most other players in the tournament, so might be a little bit of mind games that we're missing out on just from their meta game between themselves.
Bear with me just a second. Shit.
Yeah, we're still just waiting a couple minutes. One of our players needed a break in between series there.
Drunken Outlaws Showdown is what we have here for the finals, and a PvP at that.
I mean, I'm not super great at statistics and probability, but looking at the number of Protoss that was in the first, round of the tournament, I feel like PvP was probably the most likely outcome.
Oh yeah, for sure. Without doubt, that was just, when you have that many players, one race, you're going to end up with, there's a very good likelihood of that being the case. Fiat and Chelch was a pretty close series, honestly, I think. It didn't seem like it at first, but as it went on, I think that last game, honestly, could have went either way, too. How about you?
I'm just laughing at the in-game chat here.
Tell them.
Yeah, it was definitely a good series. It was very back and forth. I kind of feel like some of the games weren't that close in game, but the series itself was definitely, you could tell the players were a pretty good match back and forth.
Oh, for sure.
It was entertaining, at least, for sure.
I'm just sneaking up the bootleg last minute splash screen for finals. And here we go. The only problem is this puts me on the spot for having to do this tomorrow. Rip. Because a lot can go wrong. Like holding things up too, which is. Here we go. We are in the finals.
Repeat from last season. It's kind of funny if it is a repeat from last season, because it's not the two highest MMR players, but definitely two players who play well in tournaments. Nerves don't get to them, make good decisions in a series.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah, and it is a repeat from the last finals. That is so true. Was it already the last finals? You're fucking right. How could I forget that soon? Oh my god. Feels boomer, man. You know what I'm saying? And guys, please do use the Matcherinos. Thank you for posting the bracket too, Cobra.
I was posting it to look up who won, because I can't remember. I watched those, but I don't remember. Winter Eve. Yeah, Daniello took it last time 4-2 over Chelch.
Yeah, it's PvP Dreamer Toss. We are in Chelch versus Daniello. Ironically, a repeat as before.
Hey Dave, where'd you learn this build from?
Princeton University.
And the Princeton is called yet again by Philo. Alright guys, let's see what the player's doing. You guys jerking off or something? Oh, nerves don't get me, I just tilt in Oblivion instead. Chelch, I gotta break your balls in there. Killer Manja. I could have jerked off 4 times in the time Denny takes. Oh, the chat. Will there be in September any Legion Cup? I will be back, guy then. Yes, sir.
I love the trash talk.
You know, I gotta say through everything in different events too, it's his Legion Cup. Kind of tied in a little bit, but different is the Legion Invitational. And Slayer was actually disqualified this season because he couldn't make the times. But he ended up winning in Legion Cup. And the poor bastard, I accidentally gave the money to the wrong Slayer. I did Slayer's MVP, and he was so nice. He's just like, you know what, I went to a good... Dude already spent the money and whatever. Probably one of the nicest guys is Slayer. So we have some amazing things.
It looks like both players back, so we're gonna finally get some maps picked and get started here.
I like the chat. Man, if there will be a Legion Cup all year, every year. Well, disclaimer from Gator. That's a good point, Gator. I like the disclaimer, just in case.
Every year until Magnus dies.
And they're just now doing the vetoes. Or Blizzard fucks up continually more and just... I don't know, man. Things aren't looking good for Activision Blizzard, and it all has to do with... honestly, in my opinion, I think it all has to do with the Activision part of the Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, it was not a good story came out this last week.
Yeah, especially now, like, everybody that was, you know, laid off and fired. You know, at this point, I don't even mind shit talking them. I think it's... Like, StarCraft is pretty much carried exclusively by the community, by Shopify, by...
Yeah.
Yeah. Various... all of us teams, ESL. I will say, I will give credit to every goddamn team that's been into. Everybody's been pulling their weight. A lot of independent tournaments. I feel like we're strong for the amount of tournaments that have been in. Have you felt that way too? Like, we have a lot of fucking tournaments for StarCraft. Low dollar.
Yeah, it's surprisingly so, I would say.
Like, you can go on every day practically and find a StarCraft tournament. It's insane. Alright, so let's see here. So unfortunately, sorry, I'm skipping through music. I should have just actually picked some stuff. Get some dumb music. Another Giles theme. Okay, Romanticide is our first map. Thank you, Dr. Cobra. And thanks for the disclaimer, Gator, and the information. That was actually pretty nicely snuck in there. Covering all grounds. Yeah. You know what, Dr. Cobra? I think I know what I might be doing.
What's that?
I might play some Immortal Gates of Fire later, because I've neglected my duties on that.
Did you get in the beta?
Yeah, I'm in the pre-alpha, and apparently they're gonna be. I'm one of the. They put a bunch of us in, and at least they said in the next build, and I don't know if it's even happened. A bunch of us, myself included, are gonna be. Our voices are gonna be in.
Fancy.
I would have try-harded it a little more if I even thought it was there. I was just like, oh, they just want an example thing, and I'm like, I'm doing a meme on this and do some effects. Oh, best of 7.
All right, yeah, spawning in the top left corner. First game of the finals, Drunken Outlaws only finals. We do have, on the top left of the map, he is Chelch.
And where is the pylon going to be placed from Daniello? It is looking pretty standard from both players as we start out. The other Drunken Outlaw. Easy for the dough. Dough! Every time I see their name in there, it's just like... I just get Homer Simpson vibes, man, not gonna lie. And Drunken Outlaws. Like, you can't get more Homer J than that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Europeans know what Simpsons is, right? I don't know. Feels very American, but it's been around so long.
Surely. Oh, yeah, they definitely do. But the thing is at the same time... We have a lot of Zoomers, so they may not, you know?
Oh, gosh. Don't remind me.
What a nice guy, Dr. Cobra. You're good people.
Thank you.
I enjoy hanging out and casting with you.
But you see that Daniello went down and scouted out his natural, probably exactly for whatever Chelch is doing right now, but just barely missed that probe, so...
Yeah.
Whatever Chelch is playing is, it looks like it's actually going to come through.
This looks a little parting. If it is.
I mean, it could just be... nope, okay, I was going to say it could just be here to scout for a Nexus, but we do have a pylon here, so I'm guessing maybe a battery or two, and so he can pressure with stalkers from the front, but... could be Stargate, could be anything, we'll see.
Right there, yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be some gateway shenanigans. But it could be anything, you're absolutely correct. Ironically, Chelch was looking everywhere for stuff, and he's the one with the proxy pylon.
Yeah, I think they both probably have a good idea of what each other likes to do when it comes to cheeky builds, but Daniello now scouting out the rest of the main, he's able to see that there is no second pylon, so he knows there's a pylon out on the map somewhere.
Oh, look at this. The probe block. Wait, what? And then this is some funny shit. And there is a gateway. So we got 3 gate. Is it going to be 4 gate? Is it going to be 3 gate robo in a weird time because that's late as fuck? That's 4 gate.
4 gate.
And we have blink. You know, we're going into blink more than likely from Daniello, but it could be DTs because look at that probe going over to the side. This could be a dark shrine, but 4 gate's obviously going to hit.
I think Daniello, if he loses this game, he's going to be kicking himself because he scouted this exact location probably for this, just didn't see it in time. But I think what he really needs is a high ground battery right here, just because he only has 2 gates, so he's going to be outproduced by quite a bit. He needs like a sentry and a high ground battery, but
sure, and
he doesn't know what he's playing against, so hard to make that call.
Yeah, and Plecto in chat, my Norwegian friend, saying Cobra can come to Norway sometime and you'll see me watch The Simpsons like any good American would.
Yeah, I used to be a big Simpsons fan. It's been a while since I've watched it. It's
oh, me too. This is gonna hit like a fucking freight train.
Yeah, Daniello is going up to 4 gates of his own, so he will kind of be able to keep up production, and he is getting blink. So if he survives, he's going to be a good spot, but I don't know if he's going to.
Fast. Oh, wait, yeah, but at the same time, like you said, 4 gates of his own. It's all about trades. The workers poll could definitely turn the events a little bit.
Yeah, able to force those stalkers out of there for now.
But a lot of work, a decent amount of workers cost. I think this is going to be a quick one. It looks to me, blink or not.
You can't lose that pylon.
Yep, losing the pylon is big, but... Oh, so close! And the probe's getting a stalker.
He needs to keep the workers up here.
Yeah,
There's some amount of workers, so he doesn't lose that pylon.
For sure. Blink is done, though.
I can't keep all the workers, though. He still needs income.
Yeah. It's fucking close with the blink.
So I think this amount of stalkers, he might be able to eventually win a war of attrition with blink here.
Oh, but no, yeah, it's...
Chelch has been mining so much more. He should just be able to keep warping in, I think.
But look at Denny, 100%. I think the original plan was DTs. I don't think he was going... Yeah, obviously, he was going for blink, but I don't know. He adapted to what he was up against.
Well, and the workers again, these stalkers from Chelch are going to be stuck. There's a chance Denny might be able to clean up.
Yeah, but that sentry did help a little.
A few more stalkers being warped in on the low ground from Chelch, but at this point there's enough stalkers from Daniello. He will finally clean this up.
But a great loss. Let's look at the battle report right there, because it was a lot in a little bit of time. 16 stalkers killed on Daniello's side, a sentry and a probe. And Chelch has killed 13 workers.
Yeah, that's the big problem. There's only 11 workers left for Daniello, so it's going to be tough for him to find a way back into this. But that being said, he does have the stalker advantage right now. He has blink,
and
so
this
I think
wall
he
is
can.
smart.
Yeah, he can deny an expansion from Chelch for a while, at least.
But there's 2 proxy pylons. I mean, like, ironically, there's a proxy. We have a double proxy out of Daniello and a single proxy out of Chelch that Daniello can counter push and reinforce, but he doesn't have much of an income. And in a defensive immortal, I think Chelch just holds this. I don't think Daniello forgot about the proxy. Probably should have taken that. And if you look, there's a depth going into the main of Daniello. I think he walled off though. It's a hard wall. This is 100,000% all in against a defender's advantage battle.
Yeah, I think what Daniello needs to do, which is kind of hard because he's going home now, but I was going to say if he could just hold the bottom of the ramp against Chelch and prevent him from expanding, that really minimizes the economic advantage.
Sure.
But now coming home to deal with these two adepts, if Chelch wants to, he can come down that ramp and take that expansion.
Honestly, I think Daniello could expand himself. And killing this proxy, that's actually good for him too. He's taking out some production. But now we're at like this weird shift where it's like, okay, now I'm in like 3-gate robo kind of stuff, how the game scaled, the time, the economy. I think we're just seeing a very one-basey game. Very aggressive. Both players. Blink is nice, though, in this case. And again, with that proxy pile on there.
I think Chelch has played this a little bit too defensively. I'm not sure he realized how far ahead he was worker-wise.
Yeah,
I think he's basically lost his advantage.
Well, with blanket stuff, but with double immortal, I would actually have rather seen another immortal, as crazy as that sounds. Because he did, I believe he saw it was Blink Stalkers, so...
Yeah. Daniello cannot fight this army. He can pick off a couple units and try to blink away, but he can't take a real fight here. Oh, he's going to blink forward. He blinks on top of the immortals. He does target that one down.
Guardian Shield
losing a lot of stalkers in the process, though. He does get the prism, but he managed to get the immortal out on the high ground. It's still in range. GG.
What a spicy one, huh?
Yeah, I think both players, if they were to look at that replay later, are going to be disappointed with themselves. I think Chelch was a lot farther ahead than he realized, and then he let Daniello get back into it. And then I think Daniello was not as far behind as he thought he was.
Oh, for sure. Without doubt there. Okay.
I don't think he needed to take that fight. I think he could have, tried to pick off a unit here or there and just play, manage to take it in Nexus and stuff.
Absolutely. So, looks like we're moving on to game 2 of this best of 7, the finals. Man, there I said I could have used another coffee refill, but I think I've had a lot where I'm like, it probably put me over the edge. I just slept like shit. Alright.
Okay, gonna go right into game 2.
Game number 2.
So definitely some cheekiness out of both players in that game 1. Game 2 going to be on Oxide, so I feel like this is probably maybe our best map to get a strong macro game on.
Flecto's saying Cheeser versus Cheeser, so it seems. I just think it's PvP. Let's be honest here. We're in mere matchup city, right?
Yeah. Spawning in the top right-hand corner. I'm so used to Daniello being pink. This is messing me up a little bit, but we do have our pink Protoss player, Chelch.
All right, and in the bottom left, also from the Drunken Outlaws, Daniello, who unfortunately took the receiving end of Cheech, who is going to low ground wall this game. And hello, Dark Omega in chat. I'm sorry I didn't say hi before. Good to see you. I always gotta give that dude some special. Okay, Chelch. This is looking
Is this-
3-gate Robo.
Yeah.
No,
or
wait, no,
3-gate
it's not.
Forge,
No, this is
3-gate
looking like double.
Forge,
Yeah, this is 2-gate Forge. This is 2-gate Cannon Rush. More than
something like
likely,
that.
this is 100% 2-gate Cannon Rush.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty strong against 1-gate expand. At least when I try to 1-gate expand, I get cannon rushed. I die immediately, so we'll see if...
No, this honestly is actually a tough one to pull off, even for the Princeton. But the good thing is the Gateway's always been. The games have been pretty intense. We've had some short ones. We had some good PVZs. Todd Gack, good to see you, the guitar player in that group. I'm not sure. I can post you the link later in Discord or after. It's a... But yeah, we've had a lot of cheese in this series. We're a repeat finals, the same players. Sorry about that.
I think Daniello needs to try to finish this wall, probably.
Oh,
yeah, he does
Daniello
get the full
actually
wall
gets
up.
this. Look at this. He's fine. Daniello's 1,000% fine in this. Oh my god, that was actually pretty... I mean, there is the Zealot follow-up, but... Honestly,
He's got his own forge, though, so once he gets a cannon or two out, I think he's going to be pretty well held.
to be honest, this is actually kind of tough, though, at the same time, on the low ground. A lot of times, if you don't scout this, you're kind of shit out of luck against 2-gate Cannon Rush, because they can move, if they work their way up, there's a lot of different reasons, but he reacted perfectly, so I think Daniello might just, he may just build order to win this game right off the rip.
I don't know, I think Chelch is probably going to follow this up with Void Rays, be my guess.
I'm sorry, I meant Chelch, not...
Yeah, okay.
I got thrown off because they alternated colors. So sorry, chat, too. I misspoke. I was, basically, Daniello has the high ground defender advantage, the tech advantage, you name it. He's got it. And he's proxy stargating. So we're going to see... it. He's reacting like me. Jesus Christ. We're seeing Princeton's... He is actually countering with a proxy Void Ray, which is honestly a ridiculously good move against said build, because there's 0 tech, is 0, like the most that can happen is 1 photon cannon, maybe a shield battery, and a main base, but the cheeser's gonna be committed. Okay.
Yeah, I think this game's going to get really messy really quick, because Chelch is getting his own Stargate up here at the front, and I think...
But Daniello's is so much faster. There's already a Void Ray in production.
Yeah.
This is just about holding, and yeah. The difference is the Void Ray from Mr. Chelch is going to be attacking tech and static and units versus the Void Ray from Daniello, which is going to be right in the 1 base mineral line. You might take a look. Let's take a look in the upper right.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything up here.
Yeah, it's absolutely nothing. Sorry, I lost your obs for a second. This Void Ray is going to do the work. This should be GG.
I mean, he can recall something.
Wait, why?
F2?
No,
Hello?
he wants to. I think he was worried about. Yeah, he did F2. That F2 actually cost him some time. That would have been the perfect time to actually do this.
But what is the recall? It's going to be 2 Stalkers and the Void Ray, so he is going to kill Daniello's Void Ray. Ooh, there's a chance he could come shut this down if he's able to find it. And I think at that point it's going to be Chelch favored. But if he doesn't find it, I don't know. This is weird.
Hey Dave, where'd you learn this build from?
He's looking for it.
Princeton University.
And the Princeton is called. Exactly. Chat. Honestly, that F2
Dave,
really...
where did you learn that build from?
Princeton University.
That certainly cost a couple extra potential probe kills. At this point, Daniello is gonna... I don't know, he doesn't have a Nexus down here, so he can't overcharge any of these batteries. He does have some extra cannons, though.
Yeah, photon cannons and batteries, it's just tough, but the thing is, he literally just needs to not all army hockey and take his Void Rays, and actually killing the gas is not a bad idea, too, but he's got to keep this alive. He's got to keep this defense up, and oh god, losing the cyber. Oh, he has 2 cyber cores.
Yeah, he has 2 cyber cores. He already has warp gate finished.
This is fucking nuts. This is honestly fucking. What the fuck?
Yeah, just continuously building cannons and batteries, making it really hard for Chelch to actually push up the ramp with Void Rays. Quite a few probes going down at this point.
Oh yeah.
And Chelch is going to run out of steam pretty soon, I believe.
But he's got a big army still and still defense. But ironically, all right. So there's a little bit of tunnel vision from Chelch. What Chelch needed to do was take one Void Ray, split off, and do the same thing that Daniello is doing and hit the mineral line.
Exactly.
Literally, like I think he got tunnel vision. And how you doing, Flood Advisor in Dreamer Toss?
So the Void Rays have activated. They are coming in here. They're clearing up everything that attacks air right now. There's only one cannon left. He could focus that down. Focusing down a pylon. Oh, it does power that cannon. So that's a good.
I'll be honest.
There.
There's no shield batteries for Daniello. I think this could be possibly kind of a throw because he needed to react immediately at the Void Rays. But no, it's not. We spoke too soon. He still has a Cyber Core to build batteries, but he should have started the Nexus earlier if this was the case. And cannons on the low ground means he can't really pull the probes. He can kill the Stalkers, though.
Well, if he gets the Stalkers, that's actually big because we're getting into possible draw territory, and every unit counts for sure.
Well, realistically,
okay, so
let's take a look at how many Void Rays. The problem is Daniello has 3 Void Rays, the 4 Void Rays. Oh, God, and the Nexus does not... Oh, wait.
Oh, he might have...
2 shield batteries, though!
2 batteries here.
Prismatic Alliance.
Oh, this is huge.
First. But 4 to 3, this is out the... I think there was... Wait, why did he target the Stalker?
Wow. Yeah, Chilch
That was actually...
Just has enough to clean that up.
Now, Danny, my friend, I don't mean to be rude, but this is a little bit of a... I feel like
there's still a single Void Ray.
Oh, wait. It's 1 to... Okay. Okay, if he kills the Stalker,
okay,
he wins the fight.
Each player one Void Ray each. Yeah, he's got
Come on, Danny.
He's got prismatic alignment.
Just because of the situation.
Oh, Daniello wins!
Daniello wins! What a
Daniello
game!
Wins! Oh my God, what a weird game.
Honestly, this just seems like a regular day on PvP ladder for me. To be quite honest with you. You're like, this is weird. I'm like, eh.
Okay, wait. Yeah, okay, Daniello still has mining in his main.
1 Stalker and a Dream. I think that... Yeah, I should see the...
As long as the Void Ray... See, there's only a single cannon down here, so Daniello will eventually
and 100
win this
shield
game.
batteries.
Yeah, and he's getting it. He's gonna afford a third Void Ray.
What in the actual fuck?
Daniello actually, he started a Nexus at this natural, but canceled it to use the money to make more Void Rays. And I think that decision won him the game.
Yeah, that really did. That was actually, Daniello, I take it back on your throw. You know what he needs to do? He needed to take a... It's one... Why do you recall everything? I mean, yeah, you should because you killed the Nexus, but realistically, like...
I mean, if you kill this 1 Stalker, that's... I think Chelch is GG after that, right?
Yep. Yeah, he was just...
Wow.
He was
Wild
just like...
game.
I think he was still tilted because Chelch even said in chat, he's like, you know, I get a little tilted, and that was some clear tilt.
It's a 1-1 now, right?
Yeah, I need some different.
That was a wild game.
That certainly was. We're moving on to Game 3. And the LegionCup Spring European Finals. Again, guys, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be casting the North American Finals. Oh, man. Oh, man. Void Rays. Am I right, Dr. Cobra?
Oh, sweet Void Ray versus Void Ray action.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of weird, but... I mean, I'm glad to see some of my regulars here. Classic EU, I don't know about that, Sleuth. It's more like classic Dave stream. It looks like something that'd be on my ladder matches. You guys been watching me too much. Daniello comes in my stream from time to time. Okay, they ready? Daniello's ready, rather. I don't know about...
Chelch ready as well?
I'm so happy for the amount of cheese, though. This has been moving on. Everybody knows. They're like, you know what? It's the same match. Two in-clan ones are like, you know what? Fuck it. It's PvP
Yeah, I will
anyway.
There was a nightmare scenario where we had 2 PvPs in a row, and it was all super long macro. Like, because PvP can be pretty boring if both players decide to take that early third base.
Oh yeah.
But these games are not boring at all.
No, not in the slightest.
So down in the bottom left corner, staying as pink this time, which will help me a little bit. Playing for the Drunken Outlaws, we have Chelch.
Wait a minute, we had 1-1 now. I apologize.
Yeah, 1-1.
And in the bottom right corner, holding by the skin of his teeth and making a good call to cancel that Nexus, we have Daniello. And again, this is going to throw me off because every time I see Daniello, he's always pink.
I agree, yeah, it's weird.
Like, that's what threw me off the last game when I said that. I'm like, oh. How you doing, N Fury?
Oh! Daniello canceled that gateway and remade it. So.
And Flood Advisor, aka Floor Advisor, Joe Tony, in chat. Hopefully you heard that. I was a little late to the draw to the Flood Advisor.
So both players starting out, looking like they're going to be doing the single gate expand, both scouting after gateway, so we're probably going to have some pylon, maybe cyber block shenanigans, but no, Chelch looks like maybe he's got something planned, going to go make a proxy pylon instead?
You know what I want to see this game?
What's that?
Proxy Void Ray.
I should have known that, because that's what you want to see every game, right?
Well, I mean, hey, it moves things along. But the outcomes of the game, realistically, can be... I want to, like, especially if it's Proxy Void Ray versus Proxy Void Ray. That's usually just going to be a quick one. But you can have some interesting games that turn into macro games at weird times.
Yeah. I think Daniello's a good enough player to know that since there's not a probe dancing around his natural, that means there's a probe out on the map. And it looks like he's probably going to find this proxy pylon, so not going to catch him by surprise, whatever the option is. Oh, he didn't see it.
Now, that was just out of range. Honestly, I don't hate that spot. That's, you know, not necessarily for vision, but it's not really a conventional proxy. Granted, I veto Blackburn, but still, I don't think that's a very conventional proxy.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance he just assumes that it's a Stargate out on the map, but it is annoying not quite getting that confirmation.
Yeah. So, and we have Stargate versus Star. Are we going to see at least Void Ray versus Void Ray? I believe we are.
At every game.
Princeton and his Zealots too. They're memeing. Both of them know I'm happy. They're like, we're going to make Dave happy. We're going to open with Zealots and Void Rays.
They're just trying to get you to kick extra money into the prize pool. So they're going to make you happy the whole time.
Disappointingly for them, I'm a little broke, so joke's on you.
You're a little broke and you were wanting to buy some beer today, so...
Scammed. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. I appreciate the support, but on my end, I think beer for the win. Today, anyway. I mean, maybe. It's alright. One of them will win. You know, they're fighting for the... they're fighting for the prize money. I'm sure they're nervous. And...
Yes. Starting to look pretty similar setup to last game, except the Stargate is at home for Daniello this time. That first shield battery is getting focused down really quickly, and his Void Ray is not out yet.
This is what you want to do at this stage of the game against one gate. And, Stalker going down is pretty big. The other Void Ray going back. Oh, beautifully.
Oh, is he gonna get it?
Shelts, there is a shield battery done. Oh, yeah, that shield battery actually saved it, but a lot of hull damage to the Void. Those were honestly some good trades.
I feel like their Stargates were just about at the same time, so I'm not sure if I missed a supply block or something, but I'm not sure why Daniello's Void Ray is so much slower.
He started his Void Ray late, I think. But even if you're down to seconds with Void Ray versus Void Ray, that's where the chrono boost comes in. And even in those couple seconds, if you're the aggressor and you get it out faster, you're like guaranteed damage. If there's nothing.
Yeah, things looking pretty good for Chelch right now. Daniello, I think, has no gateways left.
You know, so... I wouldn't have hated him getting Stalkers, or sorry, Phoenixes ordinarily, but look at this. Chelt is actually using Stalker and Void Ray, so this is where Phoenix's would be a little tougher.
Yeah, he does use those prismatic alignments and gets the cybernetics core, so it's still going to be quite a while before Daniello's able to warp in any Stalkers, while Chelch is warping them in 2 at a time up here to help with this fight.
I'll be honest. Of all the things he could have tried to snipe, the cybernetics core, if you're looking at how Daniello's playing, which you honestly kind of tell that. Plecto in chat, actually, I have to interrupt for this one. You're going to like this. Dave Testa, if you had to choose between Proxy, Void Ray, and Beer, which would you choose? You know? That's kind of like how many licks to the center of a Tootsie Roll pop kind of question, Plecto. The world may never know.
World may never know.
I had to answer that one. Sorry about that.
Luckily, StarCraft is free to play, so
Yeah,
you can proxy Void Ray for free, so you can have both.
exactly.
So Daniello looking like he's in a really tough spot here. I think his only hope is he does have a Nexus up here, so he can maybe super battery and maybe his opponent screws up the micro or something, but I think we're more or less waiting for GG for whenever Chelch wants to end it here.
That's really a tough call, but that diversity of Stalker, Void Ray, I don't know. Yeah, he's just in a really rough...
He just targets that one battery. He should be able to win the rest of the fight pretty easily, I think.
Yeah. And the shitty thing was, Danny lost a lot of time to build batteries because that cyber core going down actually ended up being huge.
Well, he does target down one Void Ray quickly. He's going to target down this battery. No, he
no,
goes off on it.
he drew Prismatic first, and no Pepega. Sadly, Danny did not use, or he chronoed, so he didn't have battery overcharge.
Yeah. That one is just the first Void Ray being late for Daniello, I think, just really kind of snowballed the entire thing.
I would call that game based. Pilly would call that game less based. I would call that game based. Good job, players. Classic Void Race. Thanks again, Dr. Cobra, for hanging.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
Your obs and casting. I can give you the answer when I'm drunk on beer. Yeah, honestly, it depends. When I'm running out of beer, then I would obviously say beer because my proxy Void Ray game would be... I don't know, sometimes I can drink and still be good at doing the Princeton. I get lucky, but when I was pushing up in MMR one day, I think actually it was one of the closer times as I was getting closer to Masters, finally. I actually was drinking quite a bit, and there's a lot of PvPs, and I was kicking some ass, even with, like, fucking one of my eyes half shut. All right. Moving right along to game number 4. Man, I would, sometimes because I do, you do a good amount of casting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And just time in the day and weekends and, I love StarCraft. Sometimes you're just like, man, what's going on? And, the ants in the pants. It's nice to see, at least every so often, full event get done in a timely fashion.
In a timely manner.
Exactly.
It's always the worst doing like team league matches because there's always like
And how you
someone's
doing,
always missing and you gotta go find them. Somebody's gotta wait.
No doubt. Oh, thank God. My pinky almost hit my Windows key somehow. Don't even ask, because I don't know how that's even possible.
And the player's trolling us again as then yellow switches back to pink.
Oh, no.
We need to get Magnet in here and knock some heads, make him play the same colors every game.
Yeah.
Anyway, spawning down here in the bottom right corner of Lightshade, we do have our now pink Protoss down 1-2. He is Daniello.
And in the upper left, we've had alternating and diversified cheese throughout the tournament, but our standard PvZ player has become the cheekier PvP player we have, Chelch.
Yeah, that is a funny point. I think he played basically the exact same opener every game in that last series. He's mixing it up quite a bit this series.
And I gotta give some extra kudos for how far they made it to both the Kyojin and Fenton. I said Fenton.
Fentanyl?
Fiant played really well, I think, too. And at the end, it was a little unlucky, personally. I think at the end, it was a little rough engagements, but good games. And the Kyojin, I just feel like he used the standard tactics, and honestly, Danny played pretty well. He's like, all right, I know his style. I'm gonna be right on top of this. You know.
Yeah, I do think PvP is one of the more volatile matchups. So
And it
it's less volatile than it used to be, but still probably the most volatile matchup.
And realistically, it's like anything. You get in your habits, and it can be really hard to throw your player off. And honestly, when you get used to certain styles, I think people get in the rut where they forget, like, all right, let's just go the bread and butter, a couple stalkers, stalker sentry, macro game, play safe, hallucinate phoenixes, and get into blink stalker, disruptor, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? It's just, it can be very, especially since the void rays, and, it can throw you off from being able to play standard to throw the ultimate curveball in PvP of a standard macro game. Especially in a tournament.
Yeah, so far everybody's made their pylons inside their bases, so... well, I'm not going to say we're going to get a normal game. At least we're probably not going to have Proxy Stargate versus Home Stargate to start.
Fake Cannon Rush? Hello? No, it's not. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. Daniello is trying to get the scout. I wonder if he's going to leave the pylon. Oh, just in the nick of... Yeah, he didn't even need to do... Truthfully, he didn't even need to do that.
Yeah, because he did have the probe still in there.
The probe lived. That's kind of... Everybody's picking on me. Fiant, Dave. I said Fenton, but I meant Fiant. Fiant is fucking... pretty... good unit. Okay, a Robo opener from Chelch. And a Twilight opener from Daniello. Sorry, chat, and sorry, Fiant. Everybody's leaving now. They're like, oh, God, Dave fucking up Fiant's name. No, it's not that. Oh, I like this Adept play. Interesting. 4 Adepts.
Yeah, make it 4 Adepts, kind of playing defensively with them. I'm not sure if that's because they were scouted or if he's going to try to do like one of those 8 Adept little pressures.
It is. Interestingly, we don't see it often. Or I haven't seen it often lately. A couple season back or so, we'd see some more of it. But I'd be interesting to see that curveball like Glaive Adept play in PvP.
Yeah,
that happens sometimes, but
it's still strong.
It is, yeah, it still can work. Oh, 3-gate Robo. No, it's not 3-gate Robo. That's just 4-gate Blink.
4-gate Blink. Yeah.
I'm fucking. The colors threw me off. All right. I literally did, because I'm like, now Daniello's back to pink, which I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing Denny like that, but okay.
I'm not sure if
this is gonna do
Daniello's
anything.
misreading this or if he's reading it perfectly. I can't tell.
I think he's reading it pretty well, because his stalkers are all in position. There's a battery, and it sounds stupid, but when you have 8 or not, you have to literally target all the probes. Oh my God, there's so many fucking Adepts. This is like a PvZ build almost, minus the glaive. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is literally PvZ feeling.
I think Chelch is reading this correctly. He's cut a few probes to make sure he gets out an extra battery or 2, get out a few extra units. He just needs to survive this attack, and he'll be way ahead. But Blink is going to be finished. Robo is finishing up in the main, actually, for Daniello. I thought he might have proxied that. But...
You know what Daniello needs? And a lot of people forget, is 1 sentry.
Yeah.
Just like PVT, so you can get that high ground blink up there. This is not the best blink map for it, but I mean,
it's doable.
If you even split a couple stalkers in the front to get them to engage, and you just jump up in the back, You can
It is a
snipe
lot of stalkers, but we do have a lot of batteries at the front. We do have one immortal here.
in Guardian Shield. This is very all in though.
Yeah. Just a little bit of skirmishing back and forth. Not really any units going down so far. The blink has been
Not
revealed.
a single
I think
stalker
one
lost.
stalker.
No, oh yeah, they're. No, I don't even think a stalker went down.
Yeah,
Truthfully.
you're right. No stalkers. So he does
Oh,
have
here
the
we go.
sentry, but he doesn't have a prism yet. So he's just going to blink up into the main, unpower those two gateways. It's a pretty strong supply block, but does he want to take this fight? There are two immortals here.
He has no option because he's zoned out from blinking down the way he came in.
Oh, he's going to recall. Oh, he loses a couple stalkers on the way out. A couple weren't able to make the transition.
But again, he's pretty much just all in. It's 6:30, no Nexus, because you're just really committed on one base, 4-gate blink. And
Yeah, I think you were right. I think he could have made this work if he had the prism and a sentry. I think we're past the point of it working now.
it's damn
honestly.
hard to do that with, because you'd basically be on 3-gate Robo with a Twilight and Blink. You really don't have the economy. You'd have to. It'd be like you really got to 2-base that with that amount of tech.
Yeah. At this point, though, we're about to have 4 immortals out. We still have all these batteries at the front. Super battery activated there while Danielo blinks away. But I mean, once there's 4 immortals out and he has 3 gateways just finishing up.
Chelch has held this. Sadly,
Yeah,
Chelch. I mean, and Denny's and Chelch has definitely held this. He's even got the observer scouting everything. But still, he's not. I mean, it doesn't take him long to get up there. But Protoss units clump, and with Blink, you're pretty agile. But he's just a numbers game. Danny can't really do much now. He didn't.
He is setting up a charge lot flank, so maybe he's going to try to draw the units out of position and
the magnet of estupido people, if you will. But the problem is, he would need. Oh god.
Yeah, Daniela does blink forward here. He does have charge lots coming in, but the army supply and tech and all of these batteries here for Chelch is far too much for Denny to deal with at this point.
That's, he was 100,000% all in.
Yep.
But again, he could have blinked again. He used the charge lots in the front, blink up there. Azura, that is exactly was my thoughts on it. I thought it seemed like we were both on the same page on that. Like, had he used the charge lots in the front to kind of get him distracted, he could have blinked into the top, done some damage, got into the middle line, destroyed some pylons, and blinked the fuck out. You know, that would have been his chase. But he didn't even try to expand behind it. He just 100% committed 4-gate. And yeah. You know, I'm going to ask them for a minute. Spicy games all around.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody wanting the macro. Nobody wanting to play late game.
I'm feeling more coffee needed. Not enough coffee. All right. I'm putting some music on now. Warcraft music in game. Okay, thank you. I need a sec. Yes, appreciate it. Enjoy the chair, folks, and I'll be right back. Over and everybody. Oh shit, forgot my cup. Good to see a Countess as well. Countess, Azura, everybody here. Good to see everybody. Thanks for all this stuff. And again, please give our dude Dr. Cobra follow my co-caster here.
You good to go now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now it is 3-1 Chelch, right? So he is on a match point here.
Yeah. This could be potentially it, but who the hell knows? You know? Shell just played macro, indeed. Fuck though. I mean, I feel like
that's true.
4-gate blink is not as strong these days. Personally.
So spawning at the top right corner, claiming the pink color back for himself again. We do have Chelch on match point.
And in the bottom left, Daniello. He's kind of in a tight spot in the series. He's probably got a lot of pressure to win this game. Daniello again, and sporting the green. Good night, Dreamer.
I'm making up a story in my head here where Daniello's Nexus has the little StarCraft trophy here. Chelch does not have it. Daniello's the reigning champion. Chelch trying to come get that trophy.
There you go. Yep.
Almost makes sense, right?
Yeah. And Flood Advisor's right. I should have just let the Giles theme on repeat. You know, for the finals and potentially a game-ending game, that would be the way that Daniello brings it back. And you know, I might be able to sneak that in here. We'll see how this starts out. It's gonna take a lot of skipping around, but not in repeat. Because I can't alt tab, but I can get it to come up. Ooh, being annoying with the patrol pathing and blocking the gate, trying to get him out of position. See that?
Yeah. It's pretty annoying, but doesn't manage to,
it doesn't
delay
matter.
that by much.
You still have a cyber quarter wall, but actually, yeah, you could usually. The goal is to force 2 gaps so you can get adepts in.
Right.
And it looks pretty fucking tight, but he does manage to wall it still. Chelsea's got some good vision.
So yeah, no early proxies yet.
I think Daniello is going to play safer this game. I don't think he's going to be playing too cheeky. Yep, double stalker, warp gate. Both pylons are back at home. And, oh, Stalker Sentry, even better in a way. I kind of like Stalker Sentry openers myself. Daniello setting up for an expand. Anything's possible yet, but realistically.
Yeah, we might get our first game where both players expand.
Yeah, this is looking pretty standard. We're getting close. They're like, oh shit. Chelch wanted to take it, and Danny wanted to bide his time back in.
I think both players were trying to hide their hide the sentry from that pylon there. So
Yeah, exactly. That was the Stalker start cancel. Actually pretty good.
Forge.
Okay. Yeah, Forge is a standard play, depending on how people do it.
For the Nexus?
Yeah, delayed Nexus. This isn't the delayed Nexus, not so much, but yeah, I'm with you there. But a Forge after double gate.
I mean, I guess he just values the opportunity to get ahead on upgrades even more than. I mean, he'll be behind by 1 or 2 workers, but I mean, that's not the end of the day.
He could very well be going for a +1 timing. Usually in PvP, in a way, it reminds me of older style, except for you take your expand more, where you'd go for your +2 timing. It could be Immortal Archon charge block.
Yeah. I do like that the idea of that. Hitting like a really strong +2 where you're almost guaranteed to have +2 when your opponent doesn't.
Yeah, we see this split for long distance mining now. That's good. 23 saturation is going to be a little more inefficient at that number.
Yeah, I think he's going to end up just about 3 probes behind by the time his Nexus finishes, so not the end of the world, but something to note for sure.
We have a little bit of an aggressive inquisition from Mr. Chelt. Oh, the Adepts are going to make their way in. Oh, man.
That's unfortunate.
Very unlucky for Danny. I mean, decent pull. It could have been worse. Wait, he should be fighting. I would have just fought. Well, because he's got the Stalkers. Now he can fight.
Yeah, he lost a little bit of focus there. I think he could have killed maybe 2 extra probes.
For sure.
But still, 5 is pretty good. He's going to feel safe taking his own third base behind this since he managed to get the full scout as well. Didn't see any robos or any extra gateways or anything, so.
For sure.
I like Chelch's position, but Daniela might be able to find the timing with that +2, I think.
Alright, got 2 hallucinated phoenixes. The other going across. Alright. And it's just chilling there. Huh. Just seeing if anything's warping in, I guess, but...
Yeah. Both players have taken their third base now. I think they both have a robo as well, producing a couple immortals.
Interesting third base choice from Chelch, taking the triangle.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I feel like the distance, this distance feels smaller than this distance over here, just between the bases. So it's a little bit easier to have your army always in position, but it is
for sure
a little bit forward, so with this, your opponent can get to your bases a little bit quicker. So you got to make sure your map vision's good.
So, see, the interesting thing is, unless you were going for something cheeky with a +1 timing attack, in PvP, if the other player gets their forge a little delayed, it kind of doesn't matter so much, other than maybe +3, because as you see, Daniello's, yeah, or I don't know, the +1 caught up, but Chelt is deciding not to go for it.
Yeah, it looks like Chelch actually wasted a chrono boost on his forge.
I think he forgot to upgrade it.
Yeah, it's like
But-
maybe he didn't have enough gas when he tried to set
But
it.
had he went right to it, he would have been just fine to catch up on upgrades. All right.
So Chelch going to be moving across the map here. Both players do have their blink finished. Both players also having a bunch of warp gates finishing up right now. If there is a straight fight, I do like Daniela's chances as he is going to have +2 finished here. And his charge is going to be pretty far ahead of his opponent who hasn't started charge.
And Cobra, sorry if I'm coughing and sneezing in your ear. I'm muting my mic before that happens on the stream, but unfortunately I don't have it set to Discord.
Chelch going to be blinking into the main. Oh, he did bring sentries with him, which is kind of what we were hoping Daniela might do last game.
Oh,
We'll be getting a decent amount of damage done here.
Oh god.
There's an Archon that could break
the
that
force
force field
field.
if Daniello could just get his army right.
This is looking
Oh, it's a massacre.
pretty rough. Very unlucky.
Army supply, pretty big advantage now for Chelch. That charge still isn't finished, so the slow zealot's not doing amazingly. Chelch going to blink forward, blink on top of all the important units.
And wow, this was the quickest finals we've had. I dare I say in at least in some time, man. Like that was it.
Yeah, 4-1. So congratulations to Chelch, the new champion.
Wow. And The realistic thing is the forgetting of the +2 didn't matter. It was a numbers game. He just more beats less.
Yeah,
But
and that's such a strong maneuver, blinking up and blocking the ramp. Daniello did have an Archon that could have broken the force fields, but just the way the A move worked out, the Archon was way stuck in the back, and it takes a lot of actions to actually get that to work correctly to flip your army backwards.
oh, for sure. Very unlucky. Now, I think I should have got you on here too, but we might be trying to do something. I need to get. But yeah, so it looks like um yeah, it looks like we might have to do an interview. We have Mr. Chelch, who is the champion. Sorry to cut you off, by the way, too. Just a few things came up.
Yeah, it's all good.
So congrats to Chelch, our reigning champion of the Spring 2021 EU Finals. If we can, I think we're gonna get him in for a video call for an interview. All right, so yeah, so let's try to get this rolling too. I'm just gonna mention the Chelch, and I'm gonna put on something here. So yeah, what'd you think of this series, Mon Ami Cobra?
Yeah, it was pretty cutthroat for Chelch there. He didn't let his opponent breathe really very much. But do you
Yeah.
wanna? Oh, there we go. There's Chelch. Chelch, congratulations.
Congrats,
Hello,
man.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Whew.
How does it feel?
Pretty good actually. Like last time I was in the finals, I lost to Danny 4-2, so
Mhm.
quite happy to have improved, I guess.
Well played. Chelch, would you like to get in a video call? Or we don't have to if you don't want. We got your picture up on here. Oh, beautiful. Cobra, if you want to too, that's up to you. Give me just a moment. I'll try to get you on. So it's here we go. And I'm gonna try to get you guys on. Oh, look at this. Cobra's on here too. I'm just gonna extend this out a bit and try to clean this up. Very well played.
Yeah, so you definitely played that series very aggressively. So is that something? I'm assuming you and Daniela probably play a decent amount as teammates.
I mean, we have played in the past, but I think with LegionCup, like we've kind of because we both kind of get quite far, we kind of see each other as
Right.
sort of rivals, I guess. So we don't really practice that much anymore. I do know he does like watch my stream quite a bit. Like, I was
Mhm.
streaming all last week, and I could see him in the stream chat watching. So I kind of had to use a lot of stuff that I don't normally use on stream. Like stuff like the proxy void ray stuff, the 2-gate forge, I haven't done that for ages. The 8 adept build as well. I've never done that on stream. Like, I had to
Right.
really sort of think like, what's he seeing? What does he think I'm weak to? I think it probably had an impact on his play as well, because I was losing to like one base blink all-ins all last week, and he tried to go for them twice, I think.
Yeah, for sure. What did you think about that long base trade game? I guess that was the one that Daniello won.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a throw or not, actually. Like, I thought I had it when I busted the front, because I thought I just had way more void rays. And then it was just literally down to that last, like, his void ray was chasing me, and my void ray just had barely not recovered its shields. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, and I think you had used the the prismatic alignment. He still had his.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
true.
wild, that game.
So I had a
That
question.
was one of those that was so close.
I had a question for you in your games with Fion. So how much
Mhm.
did you feel you had to adapt your strategy with Fion? It seemed like you were pretty much opening standard every play. Stargate. Um, but
Yeah,
just some subtleties. How were you feeling on that? You seemed like your nerves were a little bit up a little
yeah,
bit
like
there.
some of the games were a little bit iffy. With Fiance, like I felt like if it was like one of the bigger maps, like a late game map, I could win those. And if it was one of the shorter maps where you could do like one of the queen walks, I would probably lose. I can't remember which map it was, but one of the maps I tried to do like something that would lead into a counter build for a queen walk where you get fast DTs. But he didn't actually do the queen walk, or he didn't do the one I thought he would do.
Hearing that,
So
I
my,
love that.
yeah,
Sorry to cut you off. I love hearing that. The fast DT's reaction. I love
yeah,
doing that. You bait them into going to do a queen walk, and the DTs are there, and they're pretty much defenseless. See, you did have a lot of game plans going in there, huh?
yeah. Unfortunately, you look a bit silly if they don't do it though, and you just kind of go late DTs that don't really do much.
Absolutely.
In that game 5 versus Fion, did you forget Storm?
Yes, he was coming in with the Hydras, and I'm like, no, no.
I think me and Dave both thought you were dead just immediately,
Yeah.
but I think he didn't realize you had forgotten it or something. He didn't press his advantage maybe as much as he could have, but
Yeah, very
Yeah,
unlucky.
I thought I was dead there. I really thought he was just gonna A move me. I think like before he did, I managed to get the ones I had morphed into Archons.
yeah.
So I felt like I could kind of hang on until Storm, but like, God, yeah, that was a
Couple
bad moment.
couple of things. Congrats on being number 2 on the standings, by the way. And
Oh, nice.
you're made your way to the you've got your spot in the yearly finals.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I
And,
forgot that you get the seed straight in. I don't have to worry about the points anymore.
And what's it mean to you to now that you've won $40 in the first place prize and you got 600 points in your circuit standings from this?
It means I can buy a lot more energy drinks, which is good.
Nice.
We get like a nice 8-pack of Monster or something.
I need to go buy some G Fuel since that was one of our Matcherino sponsors.
Maybe I shouldn't mention the word Monster then on stream.
I can't say I've ever drank G Fuel, but I clicked on the links to give an extra 50 cents to the winner there for you.
Yeah, I just never opened my mouth on it. By energy drinks, I'm just thinking like, do you mean when I have a cup of coffee and a beer in my hand, right? And a cigarette in my mouth? You know?
Cool. Well, yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations, dude. Yeah. Sorry.
Hope to see you again next time.
Yeah, I'll try and win the yearly finals now. That's the next one, I guess.
Yeah.
Need to let a few Terran Reserves make it into the top 4 next time.
We've got Shakur. He could do it.
Yeah, he has done it before, I believe, if I recall.
And we got some guys. Let's see what happens the next season. It seems like in the bi-weeklies we've seen some people throw out some interesting curveballs too. We definitely have some strong players, but I think
I really should play those, shouldn't I?
Well, you don't have
Never
to
played
anymore.
bi-weekly.
You don't have to. You don't need to worry about points anymore. So
That's true.
But at the same time, you can get a good reading just in case in the next season. People could be practicing.
And it's money as well. You know?
Exactly.
Money's nice.
Thank you for playing and congrats. Anything else
Cool.
you want to say?
No, I can't think so. No, I think, yeah. Thanks for casting. This tournament's always been a lot of fun. Like, I have a great time in it.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. But we'll keep an eye out here and congrats again.
Thanks.
I think we'll probably be wrapping up here. Cobra, do you have anything you want to say?
no, just enjoyed all the games, and thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, absolutely. It's great job today. Again, we are going to be doing the NA finals tomorrow, and I believe at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
I want to say 6 Eastern.
6 Eastern.
Probably
So-
double check that though.
All right.
Admin chat. Where is that?
So I'm gonna throw everybody a curveball too when we go here. Even though it's different, I want to show some support to some people that
Oh, it is 5 Eastern. You're right. My bad.
I have not, and it's interesting because this is like blasphemy in a way, but it's not really kind of in line with it. I think we should show some support to Sunspear Games with the tournament going on for Immortal Gates of